my precious miracles. Welcome to the comfy side of space. How are you doing? How is your week so far? Hi, Egg. Hi. Good to see you again. Hi, Jolie. Hi, Mao. Hi. What's up, guys? Any good things so far this week? Tell me everything. Talk to me, talk to me. Hi, Malka. Hey. Okay, let me see. It's 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Do you have to wake up early tomorrow? Because if yeah, you gotta take some rest. I'm good, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have my Arizona tea today with me, but what I do have is a cup of very hot black tea, freshly brewed by yours truly. So yeah, this is gonna suffice for the stream. Tea, yeah. Today we have hot tea, not cold tea. I'll probably wake up anyways. I'm a very light sleeper. Oh no! I always wondered, how do you guys live? People who can like wake up really easily because it's like too loud or something. Because for me, I can sleep almost through anything. Except like my neighbors doing karaoke, because my walls start to jiggle. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm a very heavy sleeper. You're having a coffee, yipee. Have a nice coffee break then. Yeah. If people call me up, I wake up. Oh, I see. That never happens to me. You can enter my room. You can stand by my side for like an hour. I will not be waking up. Depends on the situation. I see. Same, nothing can wake me up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the amount of times I was like sleeping through because it's really hard to wake me up unless you like, I don't know, physically touch me and like I don't know. Yeah. That's why Molka always wakes up late. Good for her, as she should. Queen behavior. I woke up late tomorrow, didn't hear my alarm. How do you wake up tomorrow and you woke up already? Do you live in the future? Do we not know something about you? Are you possibly from the future? Can you tell what the stocks are? Maybe I should buy them to be rich. Today? No, we already saw it. You cannot tuck it out now. We already know your little secret. I slapped people awake. No! Oh my gosh, that is so inconsiderate of you. Are you by any chance a morning person? Because I feel like night owls, we do not do that. But you people who wake up at 7 a.m., you're like, if I woke up, everyone should be awake for like the rest of their lives. And preferably they also should have trauma of early wake-uppings. Morning people are my biggest enemies. Me too. You're both. I wake up at 10 a.m. Is it supposed to be late? Guys, you won't believe me when I tell you this, but these days I I go to sleep around like 5 a.m. Then I sleep until 6 p.m. And then I'm sleepy again at 11 p.m. So I go to sleep again sometimes. Yesterday I had to take a painkiller and I like completely blacked out. I woke up today, even though yesterday I took it at I think 8 p.m. So yeah, then in about an hour I fell asleep and I woke up today already. So yeah, I wake up at 4 a.m. That is awful. That is awful. For me, late is 8 a.m. Blink, blink. What? I ain't doing that. I don't have school or anything. I didn't want to wake up at 7 a.m. From 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's like living in a different time zone than your city. Yeah. Unfortunately. Mo doesn't even sleep. He doesn't need to wake up. That is true. That is like a really efficient way of solving the waking up problem. You just don't sleep. Yeah. Then you don't have any problem with that. But anyways, guys. I think I didn't make it my New Year's resolution, but I think I should have. I should have made myself a resolution for fixing my sleeping schedule. And it will be the only resolution that will not be done. I'm pretty sure. But I should have done that. Maybe then I would even have like at least would have a reason to fix my schedule. We all need to do that. Yeah, guys, it's not too late yet. It's not too late. We can make it like a February resolution. Our like New Year will be starting from the February. I think it's also like Chinese New Year's is in February, right? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that we didn't include it in our original New Year's resolution. We can now because New Year doesn't start until February now. Doing the Russian sleep experiment? What is it? What is it? Tell me. I only know about like how to fall asleep really fast. I only know one life hack, and I don't really know if it works on me. I should probably I forget the words. Oh, I should test that. So the life hack is you open the window until your room is like crispy cold. Then you like close the window and you go to bed real fast and you go and you like get really warm under the blanket and then you like fall asleep really fast. I don't know why, but people say that it is working. January is like free trial. Coping. Yeah, that is true. Damn. But anyways, tell me if something good happened to you so far this week. I was just recording some new stuff on my new mic. And ooh, I sound so good. But at the same time, I think I told you guys before that with this mic, I have to be like extra careful with what I consume before recording because I also tend to have like a lot of mucus, so it's like very, very, very noticeable on this mic, especially when I have my nose clogged. And I have it right now, unfortunately. So yeah, I have to pay real close attention at how my voice sounds. But I do sound better on this mic than on previous one. Jingle, 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 jingle. I love this stuff. It's my hairpiece. I think I told you guys that I usually change to a clip, hair clip that doesn't have any jingly stuff when I'm recording. But then as soon as I'm on stream, I'm like, yes, finally, time to jingle. Yeah, new mic with the stars. Yeah. Exactly. I sound so good, but at the same time, I really want to record some collab stuff tonight. Maybe after the stream, I will see how my voice will be feeling because I will be reading a lot for you guys today. Because we are playing the fourth chapter of Tiny Bunny. I expect this chapter to be really interesting and exciting because I think a couple of you guys told me that it is really good. I forgot to have work last night. Oh no! What did you do? Did you not sleep? You can do ASMR. Can I? I feel like I do love some like crispy sounds, but I feel like comparing my perception of good crispy sounds for ASMR, comparing my perception to like the general population understanding of ASMR, I feel like we are not the same. Are very different, because I do consider a really good crispy ASMR sound that I really like is footsteps, and it's like different footsteps, especially in like clicking boots, you know, with the heels. That is like such a good ASMR sound. But also, I feel like people mostly do slimes and like whispering in ears, and I hate mouth sounds. But when people whisper, they usually like curse, so I'm like, ugh. That's why I don't listen to ASMR. But I do like footsteps. And also maybe snow sound. Oh, I really like the sounds of making a cocktail. When I was studying in the university, I think in one of the first years, maybe it was the first year, yeah, we had to do a task. We had to record a scene, and like judging from the sound of that scene, you should be able to reconstruct what is happening in that scene. So I did like making a cocktail, but it was a part of the greatest scene. So my scene was like Hannibal Lecter. bear with me, stay with me. Hannibal Lecter is having a really nice evening, and part of his evening was like making a drink. So I also recorded like a news podcast, and also like making a drink, and also he was like, I think he was cooking beef in my scene. Yeah, I think I did cutting beef sounds. So yeah, I got the high score, by the way. But I don't think many people in the class could see that it was Hannibal Lecter. But I just really like the Hannibal series from the with Mads Mikkelsen. I really freaking love this series. I love this actor. He's one of my favorite actors. Sudden lore drop. I really love him. He's adorable. So yeah. You think I can't do some? Okay. Yes, Hannibal Lecter. Oh, I'm too close to my mic. I've been screaming at you unintentionally. I'm sorry. I love the character. I also think that Anthony Hopkins also is really good in his role, but I didn't watch films with Anthony, like all of them. I watched a couple pieces of them. Yeah, guys, you do react slow. Yeah, but Mads, ooh, did you see him? Oh, stand out. Hello. Welcome. Oh, guys, tell me your celebrity crushes, like actors' crushes, if you have any. Tell me who's your actor crush or like actress crush. Do it again. Yeah. I think my biggest actor crush is Colin Morgan. He's an actor of Merlin and like Merlin series from 2008. I think they were airing. That is my first ever actor crush, and also from the same series, my first ever actress crush is Katie McGrath. That was my bi awakening, I think. Those series. Kate Blanchett. Ooh, yeah. She's awesome. Yeah, I love her too. Megan Fox. It's been a while since I saw a movie with her. I think she kind of retired from acting industry. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's been a while since I saw her. Yeah. But yeah, as I said, I really like Matt Mikkelsen. Who else? Ooh, I really love. I always forget the name. Bear with me. I asked you guys to tell me your celebrity crushes because I can never remember the names. So it's like a grand scheme of making you say my favorite actors, and then I will be like, oh yeah, right, that is one. That one is my favorite too. Because yeah, I'm very bad with names. Hi Tarkwan, welcome to the stream. Hi. She confirms I am in fact not gay. Ooh, that is good to know. Last time I saw Kate Blanchett is in Squid Game. Yeah, I was so surprised to see her. I really hope that they will make that was like a clever hook to tell us that there will be Squid Games in like America setting. I don't know. Because she looked so good. Damn. Women, and am I right? She was in the last scene, yeah. For me, she confirmed that I'm fruity. Yeah. Yeah, same here. Oh my gosh. Who else? I really like Tom Hiddleston. More like a person than an actor, to be fair. But also, I think he's a really good actor too. I was watching a film recently. I think it was based on Stephen King's book. And it was very surprising. It was a very surprising movie for me. Like the ending. It was very unexpected. I was suspecting something closer to the middle of the film, of the movie, but then I was like, maybe I'm incorrect, but I was in fact correct. But still, let me tell you guys which movie it was. It was like a very recent one. I don't know if I didn't already tell you about this one. I'm pretty sure that I did. Let me see. Meryl Streep. Yes. Ooh, that woman is ooh. Oh, also I really like the actress also from Hannibal, the one who was playing Hannibal's psychologist. Wow. Wow. The older she gets, she looks even better. She's like the fine wine, you know, the saying. Let me tell you. Oh, it is Chuck's Life? Wait, how did they name it in English? Chuck's Life, I think. Let me see. Maybe I am incorrect. Oh, The Life of Chuck. Let me give you the name in the chat. It is so amazing. I loved it. You guys should watch it. So yeah, I really like Tom Hiddleston too. He's amazing. Also, who else? Bear with me, guys. We will yap about actors for like 5 minutes more, and then we will start the game, okay? Keanu Reeves. I love him so much, too. One of my crushes, for real, for real. But yeah, as I said, my top one actor crush is Colin Morgan. Yeah, he's, ooh, I love him. Glad to know we like Princess Diana. Yeah, she's amazing. Are we down bad? Of course, we are always. My mind goes blank on this type of questions. Yeah, I see. That happens to me too. That's why I'm currently Googling all the movies that I can to see those actors that I'm talking about, because I can't remember the names, but I have a picture in my mind. The first time I saw Megan Fox on Transformer gave me the butterflies. Yeah, she's so good there, yeah. Unfortunately, we do have to, like, to be fair, that she is usually, she was, I think, because it was like in the beginning of her career, directors usually invited her only on sexy roles, which I think, yeah, she got the type of like sexy girl, but also she's so much more than that. She's a really good actress, I think. So I do think that in Transformers, she, as a character, could have done more. If only, like, directors and screenwriters allowed her character to be more than that. But I do think that, like, in the first movie, yeah, she just appeared to, like, be an eye candy. But I think there was 2 or 3 movies with her, right? I think by second or third, she kind of opens as a character for me, yeah. The car scene, no. Oh my gosh. I really like Transformers. That was like the franchise that I watched religiously on TV back when I used to watch TV. Whenever it was like announced that Transformers would be in the like on air, I would be like, yes, finally. Yeah, it was wild times. Favorite Transformer, Bumblebee. I love him so much. I still do. I really want a figurine of him. When they think about it, what the hell is she doing in the Transformer movie? Can't complain though. That is true. The way they animate. Never watched it. I feel ashamed. It's okay. You can fix that. Anytime. Okay, guys, 2 minutes more and we are starting the game. Also, hi to everyone new. If we have any new people, hi. Don't be shy to say hi in the chat. We will be starting very, very shortly. Grimlock. I don't remember who's Grimlock. I only watched the movies. To be fair, there are also, as far as I know, animated series, which were aired before that. I wonder if the fans of original animated series were like against the live adaptation as we are these days, against to live adaptations of like Disney movies or something. I wonder if those fans also were opposed to it. But I do feel like for that time, I think it was 2010s, right? I do feel like Transformers were some kind of a generational franchise because so many kids were like growing up watching it. So yeah, I do feel like it is a good example of a good movie adaptation. They do have, especially in later movies, they have a lot of really strange jokes. There was like a huge Transformer with I think it was a cat Transformer, right? And it was huge and it had some equipment and there were jokes about it, which I was not a fan of. I do feel like that was something unnecessary. But someone animated that, so yeah, unfortunately, it did make in the final film. Yeah. I for one like the most popular Transformer, the Prime himself, Optimus Prime. Yeah, he's also so good. But I feel like he becomes a hear me out once you get older. You're like, actually, Optimus? Like, you know? But for me, Bumblebee was like the best. The best. I still like him. Grimlock is the trucks that Prime riding. Oh, T-Rex. Ah, I see. I also really liked the what was the name of the red Transformer? I think he was enemies with Optimus. Oh, also, you know who's my hear me outs in Transformers? What was his name? Decepticons leader. Wait, I forget his name. He was the original one, the first enemy of Autobots. Megatron, yes! Ooh, he's a hear me out. He's a hear me out for sure. I love him. But also kind of like, I don't know. But Bumblebee's my favorite still. You know, Bumblebee, he belongs to my heart. But Megatron, he awakens something in me. I think he was voice acted really well. There was also a Bumblebee movie with him and the girl. Yeah! Can't say that I really loved that one though. Unfortunately, later Transformer movies, they kind of, I don't know, they're not as good as the first ones. Maybe because when the first ones were coming out, it was something new and shiny. Maybe that's why, like, at least in my memory, they are much better than later ones. But also, as I said before, later ones do have a lot of, like, not so good jokes. So, like, why are we even spending time on filming this and animating this if we can do something more deep and touching? That is the feeling for me. The new animated one was funny. I don't think I saw that one. But anyways, guys, 2 minutes passed, and I think even more passed. So we gotta start playing before you would start being mad at me. Okay, let me take my controller. So I expect something really scary and really exciting to be happening in this episode. I think I was like voicing my thoughts in the end of the previous stream. I don't know how many of you like watched it actually, because I feel like a lot of you left earlier. Oh wait, no, my controller is not. Do I have any batteries? last 3 batteries. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I will need to buy new batteries soon. So yeah, what I was thinking the last time we were playing, I do feel like this is some kind of a cult. And Anton is like, what do you call it? He's a mediator between the cult and the village. Which is concerning if it is true. So we will see if it is true. Have you guys watched the first Pacific Rim? I think I did, but it was so long ago. I need to rewatch it, to be fair. Buy rechargeable batteries. But I will also have to buy something to charge them with. No? Also, I feel like I don't trust rechargeable batteries for some reason. Maybe that's a grandma talking in me. But it is better, I suppose it is better for the environment, right? But rechargeable batteries, they're suspicious. What if they blow up while they will be charging? So, stop! We agreed to leave the bold jokes there on the last stream, okay? I'm a grandma with a head full of hair, okay? With a head full of hair. Do not underestimate me like that. You haven't made it a sticker. Good. I suppose that's not for long. Like how it feels, the checker's so big and so heavy. Huh? Huh? I forgot what you guys were talking up there. Who is big and heavy? Excuse me? I'll make one on Instagram. Oh no. Guys, can you at least, if you make bold stickers of me, can you at least promote me where you will be using them? Can you at least be like, this VTuber is not only bold and funny, she's like funny without being bold? Can you at least do me this favor? Don't let everyone think that I'm always bold, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, on that hilarious note, let's move on to the gaming screen. Where's my bunny? There he is. Okay, ooh, the last episode ended in Katya going missing, which is amazing because I'm so tired of her. Yes. Good. I don't have to read any more of her lines. Okay, let us start the 4th episode. Stomp your hooves in wait. Oh, I think wait, aren't the names of episodes also following the nursery rhyme? Wait, what? What are you saying? This VTuber is such a good singer, her hair fell off. Well, you see, I had to be debuffed in some way. I can't be both beautiful and a good singer. So, yeah. She sounds so much her hair fell off. Nowhere. Stop this, okay? Let us start the game.
Я сама не поверила, но Лилия Павловна на работу не вышла.
Oh, yeah, because she's like her mother too. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's be serious. I couldn't believe it at first, but Lilia Pavlovna didn't come to work today.
Контрольная отменяется.
The test is off. I remembered Katya. She was both beautiful and mean. Katya, the first girl in our class whose body started maturing to the envy of all other female students. The main source of gossip, a snake, and a not so good girl. I continued scribbling in my notebook, drawing. Sorry? You guys know that in the beginning of the stream I always stumble a lot. Okay, what? So they can feel bad for you and buy you lots of wigs. I would prefer to be bribed in Arizona classical tea. But whatever. Okay. She's gone. Yeah, she's gone. The last episode ended on her being gone. So I was like, yes, yipee, finally. I'll just be looking for now. I'm writing something. Okay, no worries. Okay, I continued scribbling in my notebook, drawing rows of pines and 2 small figures, flying between the treetops and the full moon. Shivers ran up to my shoulders, sneaking playfully under the hem of my shirt. Even though soaring through the sky felt so simple, there was still something evil weighing me down. The culprit was definitely still in the village. They were hiding something horrible under a mask of piousness.
А что ты рисуешь?
What are you drawing? Embarrassed, I covered the notebook as if there was something shameful about the figures above the forest.
Да ничего, так, дурака валяю.
Nothing really, just fooling around. Paulina put her elbows on the desk. I had already forgotten how light and graceful she was, just like a violin. The anger rage that boiled inside me yesterday during our phone call subsided, hid in a hole. I just couldn't stay mad at Paulina. I wish she could also jump around with us, after stripping away her mask of fake mundanity. I smiled, imagining Paulina's skirt flapping in the wind, the stars sparkling all around us, her asking in bewilderment whether it's all a dream, and myself telling her that it doesn't matter. Paulina's expression grew dark again.
Ужасно еще и то, что Катю мне жалеть сложно.
It's also tragic that I find it difficult to empathize with her. Me too.
Я правда ищу в себе сострадание, но вспоминаю ее поступки и...
I tried so hard, but then I remembered all her nasty deeds and... Paulina shook her head.
Я чудовище, да?
I'm a monster, aren't I? No, I thought. You're one of the most beautiful girls I ever met. But alas, you're only number 2 on that list. What? What? How that happened? One flight above the forest and you forget about Paulina? Hello? Okay, whatever. I decided not to say that out loud.
Плохо, наверное, что исчезновение анкеты расстроило меня больше, чем пропажа одноклассницы.
It's not okay that I felt worse when I lost my questionnaire than when she went missing. My nostrils picked up the smell of candied tree resin and fireworks.
Ты потеряла анкету?
You lost your questionnaire?
Да, и кто-то сейчас читает чужие секреты.
Yes, somebody out there is reading other people's secrets now. Yes, the forest, I thought, imagining the crooked branches turning notebook pages, touching the childish handwriting with their icy twigs.
Надеюсь, ее найдут.
I hope the search goes well. I wasn't sure whether she spoke about Katya or her notebook. I wanted to ask her about it, but then I noticed Paulina's intense stare directed at me.
Что?
What?
Ты будто изменился.
You've changed? I smoothed my hair flat, surprised.
Просто не выспался.
I just didn't sleep well tonight.
Сегодня ты точно какая-то другая мелодия. Очень древняя, таинственная.
You're a different melody today, some mysterious ancient tune. I thought about the flute's melody streaming between the bushy treetops.
Надеюсь, ты никому не рассказал про наш вчерашний разговор.
I hope you haven't told anyone about our chat yesterday.
Что ты?
Of course not. She nodded as if acknowledging that she can fully trust me. I wasn't sure whether I merited such trust. Her hair cascaded down around her shoulders. The smell was so wonderful that it sent me flying toward the glowing stars of my inner cosmos without any magic. Biasha jumped at me like that Jack-in-the-Box toy and yelled in my ear, "No! Not Biasha!"
Опачки!
Looky here.
А чё это у вас за суры-муры-на?
Having a lovey-dovey time, eh?
Ты чё, очкарик, Полиночку охмуряешь?
Hey, Four Eyes, are you trying to pick up Paulina? Paulina came to my help even though I didn't ask her to. Or maybe I did with my entire appearance.
Что за глупости? Мы просто друзья.
What's with this nonsense? We're just friends.
Твоя подружка, значит? Ходишь вместе за платьями с этим педиком?
Ooh. Is he your girlfriend then? Do you go to buy dresses together with this gay boy? I don't know.
Никакой он не педик. И вообще, отвянь от Петрова.
He's not gay. Leave Petrov alone. What is this? This is so funny. Okay. Whatever. Can we not? Can we not? Can your boy reason peace? Yeah. Okay, real ones know she still got a star in Arizona Iced Tea. Dressed as an Arizona Iced Tea. Yeah, you know? Oh my gosh, too bad we don't have a Discord server yet. I would show you the funny costume that I saw. So there was a costume, you know, the official one. I think they're called tuxedo suits. But it was, instead of just being black, it was like beer color. It's just a print of beer all over. So that would be me, but in like Arizona tuxedo suit. Okay, I needed to do something, but I just sat there clutching the edge of my desk. Romka gave me a deriding snort.
Баба тебя спасла, уродец. Живи пока.
A girl saved you, ugly face. I'll let you live for now. My enemies left the classroom guffawing. Polina showed me a sad smile.
Будь сильным.
Be strong. I wanted to scream that I couldn't. I couldn't be strong and stand up against these bastards. I couldn't stand up for myself or anyone else. I'm pathetic. Yes, you are. I want to disappear into the forest, take myself into the snow. I want to go home, get into my blanket, far away from humans. Polina laughed, and the thoughts that were terrorizing me finally made me weep. I stayed late after school again to escape Romka's ire for my rash act of talking to Polina, which meant I had to drag my feet toward home in the twilight. A bored school janitor scraped his shovel against the asphalt, and the upperclassmen flew out smoke that forms clouds similar to dialogue bubbles in comics. I wanted to fill those bubbles with friendly words, but there was nothing friendly about the icy stares those guys gave me. I was leaving the unpleasant world of stale buns and nasty insults. Someone shoved me near the stairs. Didn't my parents teach them to apologize? I crossed the village and slowed my pace near the bridge. I turned my head around, looking for my fox friends, but neither she nor my other new friends could be seen anywhere. I was met by the silent forest. It felt like a crouching predator pretending to be asleep. It still watched me with one eye from under half-closed eyelids, and I walked through it, my fingers gripping the backpack's straps, looking at my feet through a pair of glasses. Oh, they're calling Katya's name now. You gotta wear that drip. Yeah, okay. Once again, black shadows flashed among the naked trees, shouting the name of a girl who was most likely already dead, over and over. The sunset fizzled over the pine tops, like a flame from a gas burner set to a minimum. I walked forward, trying to hide my head and my shoulders, avoiding the sight of the crooked trees. The house was a dark stain on the white snowy blanket. The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. Why? It felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Darkness oozed into the hallway and snowflakes floated inside along with it, landing softly on the rug. We're about to have another jump scare, I'm pretty sure. Like a pack of vultures that sense their food. I stepped into the doorway with the utmost caution. For a moment, I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be a radio broadcast.
Циклон, о котором мы предупреждали, движется к региону. Завтра синоптики обещают ветер с порывами до 15 метров.
The previously mentioned cyclone is getting even close to the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests gusts of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour.
МЧС призвала жителей соблюдать меры предосторожности. Дороги перекрыты. Холодная воздушная масса арктического происхождения несет с собой буран.
Emigram of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. The roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. Yeah, and because they're like living in a rural area, it will be hard for them to like go anywhere. Because at least in cities you get machinery to clean the snow. Okay, I heard voices coming from the upper floor too. The staircase led out a long squeak. Ooh, it's parents fighting again, I think. I took one step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7 times in the meantime. The door to my parents' bedroom was ajar. A shadow plane folded inside a light spot. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. Mom hissed at Dad, her wrists flying toward the ceiling, and he towered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest.
Мы все в опасности. И все из-за тебя.
We're all in danger, and it's all your fault.
И не ври, ты видела его в поселке.
And stop lying, you saw him in the village.
Он вычислил, где мы живем.
You found out where we live.
Это был не он.
It wasn't him.
Я читала в газетах, на что способны твои дружки.
I've read about the things your buddies are capable of in the newspapers. We're getting chased by someone out of the city? All this time we like moved? Oh my gosh. Is it like collectors? You know, people who come for your money or whatever? Because we used to be somewhat rich, I guess. Not like rich, but you know, medium rich, I guess. And now they're like pretty poor. And that's what like the main character said before. That's why they moved. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay. I ran toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel, but they showered each other with mutual accusations. Dad let out a low beast-like roar.
Пусть они прекратят.
Make them stop! Ollie stood in the corridor, pressing her little palms against her ears. Her face, swollen from crying, made my skin freeze.
Что случилось?
What happened?
Они разведутся.
They're going to divorce! I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands to look for excuses. It felt like the screams were coming from every direction, right and left, up and down, splitting my head apart. Oof. Swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape.
В свою комнату?
To your room?
Нет. Дальше.
No, far away.
Отведи меня в Небыляндию. Ты обещал.
Lead me to Neverland, you promised. I carefully unglued Ollie's hands from her ears and led her away from the room with our parents, which was vibrating with malice.
Из-за тебя!
Your fault.
Ради кого?
For whom? Your own, only your own. I would never. In moments like these, I despised them more than they despised each other. I bolted down the door to my room and leaned against it. My knees gave way.
Послушай, Оля, мне тоже здесь плохо.
Look, Ollie, I also hate it here.
Ты хотя бы в школу ходишь.
At least you can go to school. Oh, okay. So I was asking the previous episode, isn't she also going to school? But I guess she's too young yet. Okay, let me take a sip of my tea. Ew, it's cold. I'm not drinking that. Fish? Why fish? Hi, Autumn. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, let's continue. I let out a sad laugh.
Эта школа кошмар. Меня там все ненавидят.
That school is one big nightmare. Everybody hates me.
Только одна девочка надо мной не смеется. Зато жалеет, как побитого пса.
There's only this one girl who isn't making fun of me. She takes pity on me instead, like I'm a beaten dog.
Ты не пес. Ты...
You're not a dog, you...
Я не понимаю, кто я.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Но там, снаружи, ничем не лучше, чем в доме.
But the outside world is clearly no better than our home.
Где же лучше? Давай пойдем туда. Полетим, поплывем.
Do you know a better place? Let's go there, we'll fly or swim.
Если б можно было, я бы все на свете отдал, чтобы уйти и забрать тебя с собой.
If only we could do that. I would have sacrificed everything to escape and take you with me. Ollie's upper lip trembled.
Клянешься?
Swear? I put on a bitter smile.
Чтоб мне умереть.
On my own life. Ooh, that is not good. That seems like foreshadowing. Something hit the window's ledge on the outside. Ollie shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame. Oh, snowball? Snowball? Sorry.
Ты ждешь кого-то?
Were you expecting someone? I didn't reply. Instead, I let go of her wrist. Olia wept in fear. I feel like it will be our animal friends. Oh my gosh. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. Okay, we only can see what's outside. Oh, it's our friends. I found the curtains and the window open. Hootie, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly, the charming Alyssa stood outside waving at us. Oh, they wave so scarily. Ollie gasped in surprise when she saw the owl girl.
Я же говорила!
See? I told you!
Да, знаю, я тебе всегда верил.
Yeah, I know. I always believed you. Oh, we have a new chatter. Hi, let me see. Who are you? Who are you? Let me greet you. Give me a second. Alice. Hi, Alice. Welcome to the stream. Is it your first time here? We are currently playing the 4th episode of Tiny Bunny, as you can see. So, yeah. Tell me if you were here before, or is it like your very first time here on the stream? Cool. Uh-huh. I see. Okay. Uh-huh.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice also had some curiosity mixed in.
Чтобы в такую погоду дома сидеть, надо быть очень скучными детьми.
Okay, I like how her voice sounds a little muffled, because we're like far away, but still the effects are really strange. This is your first time here. Oh my gosh, welcome then. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mira, singer from outer space, holding the power to comfort your soul with my voice. So yeah, usually I sing on this channel, but as you can see right now, we are playing the visual novel. I stream 2 times a week. On Thursdays, currently, we are playing Tiny Bunny. On Sundays, we recently were playing Life is Strange. Last Sunday, we were playing Emily's Away, which is a really short but interesting kind of game, yeah. And I do believe that this Sunday, we will be having a Reaper collab. Hopefully, we will be testing everything out with my friends who I plan to get here on my stream. So yeah, but after that, we will be playing The Walking Dead. So yeah, I hope you will like it here. And let us continue. Okay. So she says, only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this. We still have so many games to play. Hoot.
Давайте только не во все игры играть, а то у меня лапка болит.
But let's not play all of them. My paw hurts.
По чуть-чуть. И потом отдохнем.
We'll play a little, then rest. Friends! I like how he's like... Well, I guess all of them kind of do animal sounds. Except for Fox Girl, she doesn't do much of animal sounds. I hate Hootie voice. No! Yeah, he's like... We can't even tell if it's like boy or girl. Too many effects, yeah. Oh, they're beasts. Come on, come out to play and dance. My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Alyssa, and my inner voice practically screamed, she's here, she's finally here. I suppose if we played another route, if we didn't go on a date with Polina in the first chapter, this would look more logical, but all of a sudden, do you feel like he kind of changed his mind too fast to be attached to her? He was scared of her just like a chapter ago. But now he's like, yipee. That is really strange for me.
Они знают, как попасть в Небыляндию?
Do they know the way to Neverland? I entertained that possibility looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
Maybe? Let's go find out. What if that's why everyone is missing? Because of like the collectors guys? I don't know. That is scary. The silhouettes of my first friends promised to free us from sadness, anger, and nightly horrors. I made sure that Ollie wore warm clothes. Okay, they're still arguing. Oof. Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from that show with Nikolai Drozdov. Let me see. What does the... A Soviet and Russian zoologist, traveler, popular science advocate, and TV host featuring in the Inside of Animal Kingdom program. He is famous for his infectious optimism and overwhelmingly empathetic attitude towards animals. Such a nice guy. He sounds like a nice guy. We sneaked past the rumbling kitchen and into the snowfall outside. Alisa ran up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck.
Как же долго!
You took so long.
Пока мы вас домоседов ждали, то чуть не состарились.
We almost got old waiting for you shut-ins. She pressed her body into me even harder.
Оказывается, ждать так утомительно.
Turns out waiting is so tiring.
Фу, дайте хоть минуточку в себя прийти.
Give me a minute to catch my breath.
Однажды я тоже долго собиралась. А когда закончила, то и вовсе забыла куда.
She does sound like a woman, but also she sounds like an old woman. So it's kind of like, it's hard to tell if it's just a woman trying to make a boy's voice, but it's just instead coming out sounding like an old woman, or if it's just a girl, but because it's like so distorted, it sounds like an old woman. I don't know. That is really hard to tell. Okay, she's saying, we will say that she's a girl, okay? We will consider her being a girl. I was preparing to leave for a long time once. And then when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. That is so me. Ollie looked at the owl with suspicion. But she still giggled when the bird did a backflip and landed perfectly on her feet without staggering. Hello? Oh my gosh, what is this? Feline behavior. Okay, all the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Ollie in amazement.
Это же та девочка, что не хотела со мной дружить.
That's the girl who didn't want to become friends.
Меня зовут Оля.
My name is Olia.
Раньше я просто тебя боялась.
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка?
Were afraid of our hootie?
Может быть, у нее совофобия?
Maybe she has owlphobia?
А это лечится?
Can you cure that?
Главное, чтобы ребенок не боялся веселиться.
It doesn't matter as long as she's not afraid of having fun. I'm so... this is so suspicious. He's like leading his sister into a cult. I'm afraid. I'm afraid what is going to happen. Stand out, get an enemy. They're friends, not competitions. Who's that Teddy? We have no idea. However, he does sound like the boy, what is his name? I forgot. The one who was bullying us, who was called like a fat boy, Fatsy or whatever. He does sound like that, but I suspect that they're just reusing voice actors. There's no way he's like the same boy because I'm pretty sure he was there since the beginning. I'm pretty sure there was 4 animals dancing in the very first episode already. Unless they like change, they have like generations of animals, so like different kids play them when like the previous one something happens to the previous one. I don't know. So yeah, I have no idea. I do suspect, like, I really want him to be that boy, but that is kind of impossible. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I cannot understand you, so let us keep the chat in English, but welcome. Okay, let us continue.
Иначе с нами можно умереть от страха.
Okay. Or she might get scared to death with us. Ha 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 ha. I like how her eyes sometimes become the real fox eyes. Can you see that? Like right now, her eyes look like the animal eyes instead of the part of the mask. I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. Every time I met Alyssa, it felt like I crossed a river, and the sound of flowing water suppressed all of my negative thoughts.
Какие у вас красивые костюмы!
They greeted you in Chinese? Okay, thank you. Hi to you too. Okay, your costumes are so pretty. The fox girl let go of me and squatted beside Olia.
О, какая очаровашка.
My, what a cutie!
Антоша, почему ты прятал от нас это милое создание раньше?
Why did you hide such a cute creature from us before? I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to ruin our fun like they always do. I'm pretty sure they're like too busy screaming at each other. So. Then hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
let's get further away from here.
Запросто.
Sure thing.
Оля, а ты знаешь, как найти в нашем лесу Деда Мороза?
Hey, Olia, do you know how to find Grandpa Frost in our forest? Glossary says something. Grandpa Frost, a legendary figure similar to Santa Claus, hailing from Slavic mythology. He's often depicted wearing a heel-length fur coat in red or blue, a semi-round fur hat, and a pair of Russian traditional winter footwear, valenki. His face is adorned by a long white beard, and he walks with a long magic stick. He's said to bring presents to well-behaving children on the New Year's Eve. Yep. My little sister's eyes widened. How?
Нужно идти по сладкой тропинке.
You need to follow the sweet trail. Alyssa bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Okay. Ollie raised her hands in amazement. Oh, we can hear a flute again. She gave me an inquiring look. I nodded. My sister munched on the candy.
У нас что? В лесу завелся Дед Мороз?
Wait, do we have Grandpa Frost in our forest?
Почему? Ты мне не рассказывала.
Why? Didn't you tell me?
Я рассказывала. Сегодня днем.
I did this afternoon.
Но ведь днем я сплю.
But I sleep during the day.
Ага. Вот я и рассказывала, пока ты спала.
Right, I told you while you were sleeping. Oh. Okay. Animation. All of a sudden. Okay. Alyssa dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a torch's flame. Ollie went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of a snowball.
Вы такие бодрые, на вас аж смотреть противно.
You're so lively, it makes me sick to the stomach. Oh, I'm afraid.
А ты давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive.
Лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу, пока все подарки не разобрали.
Run with us to Grandpa Frost while there's still presents left.
Скажешь тоже.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову свалится 3 кило конфет, чем я поверю в байки лисицы.
I won't believe the fox's tales unless 10 pounds of sweets drop on my head right now. Careful what you wish for. Okay. When the aforementioned sweets started raining down on the bear's head, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him, ouching and bobbing his head up and down. Tasty treats glistened in the snow. Teddy sneezed and pulled a little bit in the nose candy out of his ear.
Я бы вздремнул часок.
My
А уж
dream,
потом
yeah.
пересчитал все эти шоколады.
Damn, I really want something sweet too now. Okay, I take an hour-long nap and then count all these chocolates.
У меня такое подозрение, что тут не больше килограмма.
I suspect there are no more than 3 pounds here. Alyssa shouted at us from the other side of the forest.
Не в этой жизни!
Maybe in another life.
Давайте скорее! Дед Мороз уже заждался нас во дворце!
Hurry up! Grandpa Frost is already tired of waiting for you in his castle. I shrugged and ran. Running loosened the grip of fear I felt all this time. Something round whistled past my temple. I decided it was a snowball, but then Olia proclaimed.
Зефир!
Zephyr. A type of soft confectionery popular popular in post-Soviet countries. It made by whipping fruit and berry puree with sugar and egg whites with subsequent addition of a gelling agent. I can't read. Its chocolate-coated variant shares the same family of treats with American Malamores, German Chocokus, and Iranian Bastani Zemistani. Okay. So it's like marshmallow kind. Don't pick it up, it's dirty.
Ты что, веришь в микробов?
Huh? Do you believe in microbes? Hello, girl. We are the ones going to school, so yeah, I guess. Okay.
А ты нет?
And you don't?
Раньше верила.
I used to. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rustling paws. Snow drifted upwards into the endless black sky just like last time. Snow piles lighted up like melted silver. Oh, snowflakes going up again.
А я думала, в лесу страшно.
3-second rule. Okay. So pretty. And I thought the forest was scary.
Нас родители пугали лесом, снегом и совой.
Parents told us scary stories of the forest, owl, and snow.
Ну а мы с собой играли в снежной чаще под луной.
But we weren't one bit worried playing with her when moon glows. I did my best to keep track of Olia's movements, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside bushes, picking up more candy, only to then get back to the trail laughing. Hootie flew over our heads, landed on a branch, and started hooting and shaking her head. Wolfie dug into the snow with his face, dragged out a pile of bubblegum, and swallowed it without taking off the wrapping.
У тебя будет несварение.
Your tummy will hurt. The wolf got scared and spat out the gumball.
Враки, злые собаки.
Lies, 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 nasty flies.
Нет никаких несварений.
Tummy aches don't exist.
Вся эта чушь случается только со взрослыми.
All the nonsense only happens to grown-ups. Alyssa stopped in her tracks and moved a canopy of intertwined branches to the side of a in a pompous manner, like you would open the curtains in a theater. Ooh! Look at that! Okay. Behind that obstacle lay a clearing. There stood an ice castle glistening with silver.
О, это все взаправду?
Is this real?
Защипнуть тебя.
Should I pinch you?
Не надо ее щипать.
There's no need to pinch her. We stared at the sparkling miracle. Its towers and walls were made out of snow and icy marble. I heard a calming sound of ringing little bells. There was also the smell of chocolate and burnt sugar in the air.
Милости прошу к нашему шалашу.
Welcome to our humble abode. Come on in. She didn't have to invite us twice. We entered the castle, spinning around and squinting from the blinds and sparkles. Doesn't look that big though. Oh, it is big inside, okay. Grandpa Frost set atop a shiny throne. Why does he have two hats? That is not how he should be looking. Guys, we're about to get sacrificed or get our sister to be sacrificed. It's given devil. Like, you see it? It could be horns inside of the heads. He should only be having one head, but he has a head with like 2 ends or yeah. Yeah, he's like a Russian version of Santa. Like, I'm pretty sure British people have Father Christmas. So here it's like Grandpa Frost. Yeah, Grandpa Frost. And then Americans have Santa. Like different versions of a kind grandpa with presents. Yeah. Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne. I do not believe him. He's also in a mask! He's also in a mask! Look at this! No, no, no. We're so about to be sacrificed. Something bad is gonna happen. Okay, Puffy Pom Pom swung atop at the 2 peaks of his head. A snow-white beard covered his kind smile. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day, when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, ready in frost and warmth at the same time. And his voice, low and syrupy, enveloped me like the smoke of a festive bonfire.
Антон и Ольга.
Okay, Anton and Olga.
Ох, и намучились же вы, ребятки, пока сюда добирались.
Morosco. No. I mean... Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, Morosco is like the name of the tale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Grandpa Frost is there too, yeah. But he was... as far as I remember there, he was like, testing the girl, the main character. He wasn't like this all kind and like syrupy character. He was like kind of mean a little bit. So yeah. Okay. You probably got tired while getting here, my dear children.
Что ты, дедушка? Мы быстро дошли.
Oh no, Grandpa, we got here really fast. My sister spoke with the castle's master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner, as if they were the same age.
Знаю, все знаю.
You're welcome. Of course, I know all about it.
Мне мои друзья докладывают.
Oh, he has an accent. Okay. I have a lot of friends. They tell me everything.
Кто был покладистым весь год, того подарок утром ждет.
Yeah, I believe he has some kind of a regional accent, yeah. You hear he's like doing a lot of O. He's like pronouncing a lot of O's and words. If you're diligent all year, I will bring you gifts, my dear.
А кто ленился и грустил, пускай он дедушку простит.
If you're lazy and upset, please forgive this kind old man.
Лентяем и грустяем конфет не запасаем.
I'm scared. Talking a British accent since he has one. I don't know how to make British accents. Okay, let me try. Candy. I don't know how to do British accents. I only know how to do a little bit of Australian because it's like you only add like R in the end of words. Nothing is funny, old man. Yeah. Like, Kenzie won't encounter lazy bones and downers. I don't know. I can do British accents. I'm not lazy.
И о том знаю.
This too I know. He gave us a long, evaluating look. His real face was hidden under the Grandpa Frost mask. I was just standing there unblinking my gaze glued to the old man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps toward the moon, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless.
Есть у меня для вас кое-что особенное.
I have something special for you two. A sack appeared in his giant hands. My nostrils got attacked by a aroma of coca, halwa, and tangerines. I believe it's also sweet. And confectionery that originated from Persia, usually consisted of a thick paste made from flour, butter, liquid oil, saffron, rosewater, milk, cocoa powder, and sweetened with sugar. Ah, okay.
Спасибо, но мы уже ели конфеты.
Thank you, but we've already eaten some candy. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes.
Разве то конфеты были? Так, одно название.
Yeah, I love it too. Though, from description, they kind of do it differently here. Okay. Ho, 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 you call that candy? That was nothing.
Вот у меня конфеты волшебные, прямиком из Небыляндии привезенные.
Drugs, they're doing drugs. Guys, they're doing drugs. Help! Help! Okay. My candy is special, straight from Neverland. Ho, ho, ho.
Из Небыляндии?
From Neverland?
Сразу бы вам их дал, заслужили.
I'd give them to you right away. You clearly deserve them.
Но есть правила.
But rules are rules.
Надобно вам 3 дедушкины загадки отгадать. Попробуйте.
You need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Want to try? I tried splitting my parched lips apart, but Olia was the first to reply.
Да!
Yeah!
Тогда слушайте первую.
Here comes the first one.
В нем живут машины и хранятся шины.
It's a home for cars and all sorts of tires. I looked around at the masked children. They stood without moving in the corners, but their shadows danced on the walls. I heard a low hum, and in my confusion, I thought it was the sound of their rumbling stomachs.
Гараж!
A garage.
Верно.
Hey, hey! I love this. I love this grandpa. He can be the worst character ever. We can get sacrificed to him, but his voice real funny. Correct.
Теперь вторая загадка. Подключайся, Антон.
Now on to the second one. You try to solve it too, Anton.
Весь день ходит, как тень, посудой гремит, на всех шипит.
All day long, to the shadows they belong. They rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. My eyebrows shot up in confusion.
Мама?
Moms? Olia raised her hands.
Можно я? Можно я?
Can I?
Это кошка!
It's a kitty.
Верно. Хо-хо. Осталась последняя загадка и подарки ваши.
Correct. Ho ho ho. Here's the last one. Solve it and the gifts are yours. Where? Where's the line? Okay, we got unvoiced line again. Oh, but what a stroke of bad luck, my dear children.
Запамятовал я, о чем же была эта загадка.
I completely forgot what that riddle was about. What? Hello? Give us our candy
Но,
then.
может, наши друзья-зверята нам подскажут.
What is this? What? That is Bocce laugh. You know Bocce the Rock, the like anime. She has a really, really funny laugh. She's like, So he's like, he's doing that laugh right now. What is this? Bait raging us at his big age. Yeah. I love him. I love him to be my grandpa. Would you? Would you? Anyways. Maybe our little animal friends can help us. Children in costumes surrounded us, laughing and stomping, only to start spinning in a crazed roundelay. That somewhat reminded me of the dance under my window on that fateful night. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne, and the kids he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old sack. I'd be crying. This is scary. Yeah. Grandpa Frost burst out laughing, satisfied.
Убедили старика. Получайте.
Okay, you proved yourself to this old man. Here you go. He scattered a mountain of sweets from the scarlet sack, some of which I had never even seen in commercials before. Wait, Milky Way and Snickers? I mean, yeah, okay. Bubblegum of all shapes and colors with tasty aromas and desserts sticking out. Lollipops the size of a fist and tangerines the size of Ollie's head. Oh, Twix. Kinder Surprise, yeah. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty Bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already. Oh, they also did like the, when you want to avoid the copyrights from brands, you can like alter the names. So you're like, oh, actually this is not ads, and actually we're not like under any kind of copyrights. This is like all fictional. Any resemblance to the real product is not intentional, They kinda Wilkie May. Yeah, you see? Wilkie May. Also speakers, I think. Yeah, speakers. And Twix with like Twixy. Okay, that's funny.
Ой, спасибо.
Wow, thank you. I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeve, with my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubt. That is exactly what I wanted for my sister and myself. The true Neverland without bullying and taboos. We're finally going to be happy. Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his throne and threw his hands in the air over the treats. Hello? Animals that stood to his sides also raised their paws. Their eyes sparkled brighter than precious gems. The wolf's maw was wet with saliva. Yeah, too good to be true, I agree. Feast, my children! Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other and growling. Their faces were smeared with something dark. Ollie grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. Oh, we can only accept. Okay. Though, I'm like... Oh, Ivy! Hi! How are you doing? Just popping in to say hello. Finally, it wasn't a weekday that I'd be staying. I hope you're enjoying the game. I am! It is good so far, but though I am very suspicious. I'm still very suspicious on what is happening. Oh, thank you for stopping by anyways. Hope you have a nice rest of your day then. Okay. We only can accept. I fished out the most tasty looking candy from the pile of sweets on the floor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Colors! Oh! We're doing drugs! No! There should be no color! Okay. Then I took a bite. Milk chocolate melted in my mouth.
С выбором вас поздравляю. Веселитесь в этот час.
I applaud your bold decision. Now it's time for you to play.
Я желание исполняю, сокровенный для вас.
I will grant your deepest wishes. Let me lighten up your day. Bro's high. Ooh, no, that doesn't look like chocolate. He looks awesome, yeah. Anton, look! Also, I didn't know that her eyes are green. I thought she has blue eyes. My sister's face was smeared in chocolate and I was about to reprimand her. Stop this. But words get stuck in my throat. Oh! A festive tree! Too bad we weren't playing it on like Christmas. She's higher. A giant spruce shot toward the stars and disappeared somewhere in outer space, crowned by a giant moon. Giant balls shined on its branches. Garlands of lights gleamed with all the colors of the rainbow. It's so pretty! Look at this! I really love the art style when it's colored. Ooh! The roof disappeared and myriads of constellations sprawled on the light sky above us. Music, laughter, and the smell of evergreen and sweets. I do not like this laugh. It sounds scary. I bet it took them months to make that Sybil sing. Yeah. And Teddy, Wolfie, and Hoodie's dancing beside us. And the snowflakes floating backwards. I burst out laughing, touched the bushy golden tinsel. It was all real. Can you hear how he's laughing though? That laugh sounds very struggled.
Это что? Это она?
Is that it?
Вы тут не про Небылендию случайно говорите?
Are you talking about Neverland by any chance?
Это и есть Небылендия?
Is this Neverland? Alyssa performed a theatric bow. Christmas balls gleamed and shimmered, and my soul shimmered in unison with them. I was becoming the magic winter forest, the soft evergreen, all of the constellations at the same time.
Добро пожаловать домой.
Welcome home! This is where my home always was. The snow sparkled, almost blinding me. Ollie started spinning in a dance. What is this? She grabbed a candy with each of her hands. The animation is so funny. Wolfie juggled Kinder Surprise X. Oh my gosh. Can we stop this? Did you see that? Consoles, handheld games, dolls, and transformer figures lay under the spruce as if they were brought here by trucks.
Это все наше!
Is this for us? I realized I was also dancing, so I replied while moving.
Многовато для нас одних. Я бы поделился с кем-нибудь. А ты?
What the hell's happening? I have no idea. Aren't those eggs banned? Why? No? Why? Why would they ban them? It's a bit too much for just the two of us. I'd share it with somebody. And what do you think?
Ну, если с кем-то хорошим.
Only if it's somebody nice. A group of children stood at the edge of the woods, their enchanted gazes directed at our celebration. What? Hey! I jumped across the whole clearing and glided to the ground near them.
Хотите с нами?
Wanna come to us? Who are they? What children? We're in the night in the middle of the forest. What children? Okay, can we?
Спрашивайте.
Of course. The kids took each other by the hands. I led their procession towards the gifts. Guys, we are leading someone in the cult. Okay, there was no better feeling than leading someone on the road to their dreams. The holiday party was finally in full swing. In every holiday, just like in a beautiful apple, always sat a nasty little worm called transients? Yet here, under the bristly boughs of a magnificent spruce, holidays never ended.
Ты счастлив, Тоша?
Are you happy, Tasha?
Я счастлив.
I am. Oh? Oh, okay. Fireworks. Up in the sky, majestic fireworks went off, illuminating the dancing figures. My eyes wetted, my muscles sprang up. I tilted my head backward to look at the moon and screamed at the top of my lungs from overflowing emotion.
Ты счастлив, зайчик?
Are you happy, Bunny? I jumped over the stars and did a flip. All of Neverland could hear my scream.
Счастлив!
I'm happy! I do not like this. I do not like this. They don't follow food safety laws. Oh, really? Okay. They are the one who's missing. Kids, you think so? I'm pretty sure there were more of them than we have already missing. But what if those kids will go missing now, though? We'll see. For the first time in the long days I spent in a new house, I woke up with a smile on my face. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me. I stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation with every cell of my body. Outside, I could hear the joyful chirping of beautiful red-chested bullfinches who celebrated the bright January sun. Their chirping granted me hope that the naked forest outside my window would someday turn into a lush paradise for my parents and my little sister. The corridor was filled with dog barks and the patter of tiny feet? We got a dog? What happened? What? The door to my bedroom flew open, greeting me with a warm breeze and the aroma of freshly made coffee. Oh! Isn't it the dog that the Fox Girl had? I saw someone look like the mean girl. Wait. I didn't see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will look back later. Ollie stood in the doorway, shining with happiness, holding the cute Shulka, who wiggled both her body and her tail. Yeah, that was the dog.
Папа разрешил ей остаться.
Look, Tasha, look! Papa said she can stay. Tears of joy formed in my little sister's eyes.
У меня теперь есть собака!
I have my own dog now! I couldn't help but jump up from bed upon hearing this wonderful news.
Да ведь это же Жулька.
That's Julka.
Сам ты жулька. Ее зовут Принцесса.
Julka? No, her name is Princess.
Да, Ваше Высочество?
Right, Your Highness? The dog barked in agreement. The dog always agrees to whoever is speaking. Oh my gosh.
Тук-тук. Можно к вам?
Knock knock, can I come in? Why the sudden change? No. Why are you smiling like that? Okay, so my complete surprise, Dad stepped through the doorway, smiling and hugging Mom, which was outright bizarre.
Как тебе пополнение?
What do you think of our new family member?
Мне эта дуреха под колеса бросилась, еле вырулил.
This idiot threw herself onto my car. I barely avoided her.
Машину поцарапал, думал, голыми руками удавлю.
I got my car scratched. Thought I'd choke her with my own two hands.
А заглянул ей в глаза. Они такие, как бы сказать.
Then I looked her in the eye, and there I saw... How should I put it?
Умные.
Intelligence.
Во! А сама дрожит вся.
Yeah, and the poor thing was shaking all over.
Ну, говорю, ладно, доедешь со мной до дома и сиденье не обгадишь, тогда оставайся.
And then I said, alright, if you manage to make it home without soiling my seats, I'll let you stay.
Принцессы не гадят.
Princesses can't soil anything. We laughed in unison just like in the good old days when every little thing could easily make us burst out laughing.
Чего замолчал? Давай, продолжай.
Well, why did you stop? Continue with the stories. I'm very confused. I'm very confused and very suspicious. Why is it so weird? Oh, yeah. Okay. Mom gave Dad a cunning look and he turned away red as beet. Red as a beet. They were acting like total kids.
А еще из хороших новостей. Ваш папа получил повышение.
There's more good news. Your dad got a promotion.
Грешно, конечно, радоваться, ведь старший бухгалтер пропал все-таки.
I shouldn't exactly be happy about it since the chief accountant went missing and all. Okay. Theory, chief accountant is the guy who's posing as the grandpa for us now.
Но, как говорится, нет худа без добра.
But you know, for us, it's a silver lining.
Это значит, тебя чаще не будет дома?
Does it mean you'll be away from home more?
Это значит двойную надбавку плюс премии.
That means double the bonuses.
Правильно, Карина.
That's right, Karina.
Так что готовьтесь. На следующей неделе нас всех ждет семейное путешествие.
Which means you all should prepare for a family trip next week. My heart started beating faster after those words.
Куда?
Where? Ollie even loosened her grip on the tray.
Неужели в Макдональдс?
Oh, are we going to McDonald's?
Скажешь тоже, Оль.
Come on, Olia.
Бери выше. Мы давно уже планировали эту поездку.
Oh, are we going to
но всё
Disneyland?
не получалось.
Why is he looking at her like that? I don't know. Aim higher. We've been planning this trip for a long time, but something always messed it up.
Вы уж простите нас, ребятки.
We're so sorry about that, kids. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist.
Да ладно тебе, Карин. Все в прошлом.
It's okay, Karina. Now it's all in the past.
В общем, собирайте чемоданы, летим в Диснейленд!
Anyway, gather your things. We're flying to Disneyland. My sister and I jumped to the ceiling with joy. The dog also got excited from that passionate speech and joins us.
Ура!
Hooray!
Диснейленд! Диснейленд!
That cannot be true! That cannot be true! That cannot be true! There should be a cost for this. We are looking at a folk tale. There should be a cost for this. Give me a second. I need to apply a lip balm. Getting a new dog, then going to Disneyland is insane. Is he gonna be alone? I'm pretty sure that we are somehow. Give me a second. With inviting these kids to the party, we are paying some kind of tribute, I don't know, to the spirits or whatever. Like sacrificing those children, and instead we get all these like good stuff. That's my thought. That's gotta be something ominous. We cannot have good stuff in this kind of story just for nothing. Anyways, let's continue. Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and the drain pipes, flew across the front yards, and sneaked into the shining white forest, taking the scary D words away with it. I swore that I'll remember this day forever, the day when my parents finally dropped the derisive masks, and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. Leila and Paulina still hadn't returned to school after Kate went missing, so today I was able to get a good night's sleep and went to school when it was already bright outside. The trail led to a snow-white plain with blackened houses in the background. They pumped out grey smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into a slumber until the early sunlight. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. Not even my personal tormentor, Pitifanov? Oh, I guess, like, Romka? Yeah. Or his nasty crony, Basha. Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Paulina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past, forgotten like a bad dream. All of that was gone forever. A cow let out a lone moose somewhere in the distance. I fell out of my fleeting daydream and walked forward, crunching the snow blanket under my soles. Fluffy clouds floated above my head. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Suddenly, a snowball landed on the back of my head. Girlish laughter that reminded me of small ringing bell in the spring breeze tickled my ears. I turned around, expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Alyssa. I feel like it's Paulina. Yeah, it's her laugh. Yet instead of a fox girl, Paulina stood in the trodden path behind me with her faithful violin case in hand.
Опять Петров ворон считаешь?
Get your head in the clouds again, Petrov? She lunged at me with contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I just stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume.
Что с тобой?
Did something happen? She flashed me an embarrassed smile. I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam.
Дедушка мой, он
My grandpa,
Он снова может ходить, представляешь?
he can walk again, can you believe it? Guys! I'm telling you, something bad, something really, really bad either happens for us to achieve this or is going to happen. There is no way. There is no way.
В это даже сельский врач не верил, а он будто назло ему встал и пошел.
The local doctor had no faith in him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him.
О, это самый счастливый день в моей жизни, Антон!
This is the happiest day of my life, Anton. She dug her face deep into my chest, tightened her grip on my neck as if I was more than just a friend to her. I started looking around, anxious.
Полина, нас могут увидеть.
Paulina, somebody could see us.
Из-за Пятифанова беспокоишься?
Are you worried about Pisifanov?
Брось ты это дело. Его и след простыл.
Then you're worried for nothing. He has not been seen for a while! Ah! We have another missing kid! I cautiously parted with Paulina, trying to understand whether it was some sort of a prank or the truth.
Ну ты чего, не веришь, что ли?
Wait, you don't believe me?
К нам вчера, буквально ночью, старший лейтенант Тихонов приезжал.
Guys! That officer, Lieutenant Tikhonov, came to our house just last night.
Так и так, Бяша потерялся, а вместе с ним и дружок его Ромка.
Guys! He said that Biasha, along with his buddy Ronka, went missing. A group of skiers glided past us, straight into the forest. Paulina leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers.
Как я поняла, во всех этих исчезновениях Тихонов подозревает Пятифанова.
As far as I know, Tikhonov suspects that all the previous cases were Petifanov's fault. How? He's just a kid!
Да ладно.
No way.
Я сама в шоке.
I was shocked myself.
По слухам, у Ромки того. Совсем шарики за ролики заехали.
There are rumors that Ronka, well, went off the deep end.
Да я, в принципе, и не удивлена.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised to hear that.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
What do you mean?
А ты не знал? Он из проблемной семьи.
Haven't you heard? He's from a very troubled family.
Даже думать не хочу, что творилось у них дома.
I don't even want to imagine what had been going on in their home. Ronka always seemed excessively aggressive to me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. Now the darkness that he harbored within our flowed into the outside world and led multiple small innocent souls to their demise, as well as his own. It was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Ronka, I thought that things would end this way.
Пойдем скорее, а то опоздаем.
Let's move, or we're gonna be late. Paulina grabbed my hands and started running along the village roads, accompanied by joyful laughter. With every step, every laugh, and every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me, this time for good, it seemed. I tried letting go of Paulina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that our classmates might taunt us. But it was as if Polina didn't care at all. She only gripped my palm even harder while opening the door. She was right. Now that the cunning Katya, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Biasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. It became friendlier and kinder. I didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball of chewed paper at me through the empty shell of a ball pen. I sat at my lonely desk when Polina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. A wave of inspiration hit me, and I couldn't help but pull my sketchbook out of my bag. I lit the pencil lead, my eyes glued to my model. She smiled at me again.
Что ты задумал?
What's on your mind?
Спокойствие. Работает профессионал.
No worries, a professional at work here. I drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure.
Знаешь, я часто наблюдал за тобой отсюда.
You know, I've watched you from here often. She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of hair behind her ear in embarrassment.
Правда?
Really? I outlined her kid cheeks with multiple white lines. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely.
Полина.
Polina.
Что, Антон?
Yes, Anton? She froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move and dispelling the magic of the moment.
Наклонись, пожалуйста, сюда.
Lean here a bit more, please.
Вот так, да, хорошо.
Yeah, like this. Good. Hello? Choking from anxiousness, Polina loosened the knot on her neckerchief.
Я всегда хотел тебя нарисовать.
I always wanted to draw you. Our eyes met. This is so uncomfortable! Can we stop with this? Oh, Anton. My pencil slid across the paper furiously, adding the shade into her chest.
Скажи, ты согласна стать героиней моего комикса?
Why is he talking like this? Can we stop this? Say, would you like to become the main heroine in my comic? Pleasant. What are we playing? What is this? Pleasant shivers ran across her body. She rolled her eyes back enraptured.
Да! Да!
Yes, yes.
Как долго я ждала этих слов, милый!
Are we having some kind of a dream? Or what? I've been waiting for you to ask, darling. The lead couldn't endure all of the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. Mr. Hyde, you became a monster. I just received what do you call this? Steam achievement. I was looking at a terrible dog, and the place where Polina's face was just a second ago now rested some sort of formless mass. It took me some time to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom, with only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Polina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were gone. Oh, we have some writings on the desk. Are we having a stroke? I don't know. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out and I could only read bits and pieces. 1, 2, bunny, meat. I told you! I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself on the wrist. A ring in silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless scream full of despair and horror.
Эй, кто-нибудь!
Hey, is there anybody out there? shadows swarmed in the corridor. I walked past boarded up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Look! Look how many missing people! Damn, and like grown-ups too. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. I stopped before the notice board, stunned. Hundreds of new photos were added to those of Semyon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful gaping holes, I ran out of the school. Oh damn. So I was right. They're getting like high on these Swiss, and they are the ones who are responsible for missing people. It seems like the dog too. Wait, wasn't his sister's face also there? Did you guys see? I'm waiting for a certain scene. I don't know if it's here. What? Which one? The dog! Oh no! When Grandpa Frost dumped the bag on the ground and the 4 kids swarmed it like a pack of wild beasts, I knew it was no way normal candy. Yeah. I'm also thinking that's like... something different. I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. And also their laughs were like, especially Anton's laugh was sounding really struggled, as I said to you guys. He was like, it was not a happy laugh. No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds get stuck on chimneys. Windows that looks like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts. You see, like, yeah, on the sides of the road. And fences like paper skin, mostly kids, but some adults too. It felt like all the people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos of a person missing label. Human meat. I dragged my feet forwards along the dead street. Some houses had their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences, their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village, an empty husk. What happened here? An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. Something flashed inside the window frames of the charred village store. I ran away from its sooty facade, then heard a guttural roar coming from the well. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside the front yards, inside the bloody doghouses, inside the crooked shacks. The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this draining silence. As if a crop duster flew from one roof to another, a huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the right, hoping that I wasn't noticed. A small greenhouse in front of me was my shelter. We saw this house. I'm pretty sure we saw this house before. I pushed the gate. Look at the claw marks. I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. I tugged at the doorknob. The front door was open. A wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me, tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near the apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze inside the house again. Isn't it Paulina's house? Because her grandpa couldn't walk before. Maybe he was using a wheelchair. Hey, free wheelchair! Stop this. Stop this. This is not a place for jokes. Anyways, the corridor was obscured by the dark, empty frames on the walls, glass shards on the floor.
Есть тут кто?
Is there anybody here? I heard growling in reply. From around the corner at the end of the corridor, a furry paw appeared, and after it, the scary beast face with a pair of burning eyes. A huge, overweight beast crawled out on its belly. writhing like a snake. It could barely fit inside of Corridor's mouth. It squeezed forwards, clawing at the floorboards. Its maws clanked like a bear trap inches away from my face. The beast got stuck. It banged its paws on the walls, spitting saliva in every direction. I turned around. I needed to get the hell out of this nightmare. Oh my gosh. A hunchback owl, bigger than an average human, landed near the front gate and stood in my way. Its beak kept on clicking. And there we have a bear, I think. A snow pile bulged nearby and something reminiscent of a giant shrew crawled to the outside. I fell to my knees as if praying to these eldritch creatures. A figure trapped in a dirty fox scalp crawled out of a dark hole, smiling with all its teeth. Where is it? Its tail dragged after it just a piece of vertebrae, lace and torn sinews. The creature's bodies became extremely distorted and I decided I was going insane. They seemed small to me one moment, as small as a child, only to stretch higher than any of the desolate houses and next. Man-eating creatures towered over me. Something kept on writhing in their stomach as if looking for a way out. The longer they stared at me, the wider the twisted smiles their death masks became. We had such a long feast. The mutilated fox taxidermy mount licked its lips. Its tongue looked like a... Okay, its tongue looks like a black centipede longer than my forearm. The nasty insect ran between the razor-sharp teeth and dropped into the bottomless pit that could swallow the whole world. Ooh, sweet meat, juicy meat. Can we stop this, please? No, I don't want to see it. We devour it and we won't stop. Oh, it's a bear. There was nothing human about their speech. It was all just animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. But I was able to understand every word as if we were speaking the same language. It's a shame you couldn't catch up with us, Bunny. You couldn't bite the moon. Oh my gosh! It's us now! You stole my food, traitors! You refused to eat your family, remember? No, no. But there's still a pretty effed up scene. Worse than this one? Ooh, ooh. Okay, pathetic meat. Worthless meat. You are absolutely useless, brother. You make me sick. Shame, shame. Ooh. Indescribable horror gripped me when the laughing beasts had their claws posed toward me. Then suddenly, the thing that pretended to be a fox started barking loudly. Fools, it's his time to bring the treats. Good for nothing. Let him fulfill his mission. I told you guys. I told you guys.
К завтрашней ночи ждем места, а иначе...
We'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night. Or else. Or else. Or else. Or else.
Иначе мы съедим всю твою семью!
Or else we'll eat your entire family. They're like the only ones left? I assume. The monsters formed a circle around me and started dancing. I screamed. Huge eyes, fangs, claws flashed in front of me, blurring into a string of colorful spots and smudges. No! 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. 6 on end, the wolf's grey fur will stand. Yeah, 7, 8, stomp your hooves and wait. A fox face protruded from the fuzzy lights that the beastly carcass is turned into. For the fox and for the bear. Bunny tasty meals prepare. A desperate cry, my cry, rumbled across the back streets of the desolate village. I will prepare! The circle broke up and I ran for my life. It felt like I was running into a snare trap. My head was splitting, ugly images danced inside it, colliding, falling over, getting up and dancing again. 1, 2. They flapped their wings, poked my face with their beaks and their salivating maws. 3, 4, 5. They held and jumped around and my eardrums were ready to pop. Either from their screams or from the internal pressure that fractured my skull from within. 6. My winter hat obscured my vision and it seems like the whole sky tilted like a roof that's about to collapse. 7, 8. Snow crumbled from the sky like plaster. I ran through the empty streets, through the icy world chased by a pack of beasts. Yet I couldn't see anybody when I turned around. Oh, that! We had the same scene in the very first chapter. I shut my eyes and hopped away from the ritual dance that I went on inside my flared-up mind. I squeezed my ears with my palms to suppress the noise. I just wanted to stop my head from cracking open. The sunrise found me deep inside the forest. And that is the end of the chapter. Holy shit! That is so hard to read and be scared at the same time. Okay, let me save. Yeah, bunny tasty meals prepare. Oh my freaking god! I do not wish to continue this, but now we kinda have to. Wait, how do I save? Can we save in this one instead? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Okay. I don't like this anymore! Okay, I kind of expected this. But at the same time, okay, guys, let me go back to the talking screen and we will discuss it. Let Let me go back to your comments. A ghost in a wheelchair. Stop this. What is this? Did you know that developers released this episode on Children's Day? How amazing and kind of them! Wow! Wow! They just emotes around you. Wow, yeah. I guess so. I love the Fox one, it's so cool. The scene wasn't there because you accepted the candy. You can refuse! I didn't have a refuse button. That's why I was like, You can refuse. Yeah, but because wait, let me see. Actually, we can cheat and look into the list of achievements. Do you want me to, guys? Because I received an achievement for becoming a monster, but it's not like I had a button to refuse. You refused. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, guys. I had this suspicion. Yeah, she played it. She was, I think... Yeah, she was the one who told me that the 5th chapter will be not good. And it like kind of ruins all the previous chapters. Yeah, I decided that I don't know if I want to become... 53%, by the way, 53% of players became a monster. 87 more achievements. Okay, I will not be looking into them. I'm closing the window. Wow. Holy moly. Damn. Yeah. As I said, it is a cult. I was suspecting that this whole nursery rhyme is ominous, to say the least. Although I do think that they eat candy. When they eat candy, there is some... I think there should be some kind of magic involved indeed. When you get these, like, powers... The hoodie was flying, right? And they were, like, all flying under the moon and everything. And then, like, their enemies started to disappear. But that is something that you achieve by sacrificing something. Or, like, someone. As I was suspecting from the beginning. However, so it's like from the beginning the animals were the ones who ate the kids then. I assume then, yeah, it kind of matches the vibe. Then the Grandpa Frost is the one who's like granting them the power in exchange of those sacrifices, but also they become monsters the more they eat candy. Watch this scene on YouTube if you want. How can I search it? How is it called? Holy shit. I'm sorry for the language. I was so freaking scared, but I had to read the narrator lines. Oh my gosh. That is really sending some shivers down my spine. Spooky, scary skeletons or whatever that song was about. Oh, I was suspecting that something like this will be happening. So yeah, their whole innocent image was indeed a lie. Then she was like, oh, the like big scary one, adult, freaking making kids go missing. So it's like Grandpa Forest. But do they know that there are monsters inside, or is it all a play? Oh my god, I'm going crazy. I told you guys, I mentioned it earlier. What exactly? Oh my gosh. Oh. So this like feeling of happiness is a euphoria from killing. Ah! I cannot do this anymore. Yeah, they're the ones who take the kids. They're like slaves. I don't know, like, not slaves, because no one is holding them. No one is forcing them. Technically. No one is forcing them to do this. But they all wish to be free. What the heck? I told you guys that the bunny is a mediator, a middleman between the cult and the village. Can I send links here? You can try. I don't remember if I disabled them. I don't remember if your message will be deleted when you send a link. But that Paulina scene, ew! 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 That's like one of my issues with developers. You sent a link? No, it didn't send. You saw the mean girl, I think, during the games. They want to share with others. Yeah, but you see... Stump your hooves and wait. Anybody? Episode 4. Okay. Let me see. Stump your hooves in wait. But it's like, isn't it the whole episode? Tiny bunny. So 4. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's like everyone is. I see. Let's place. Stop your hooves and wait for Paulina. Oh no! I saw a spoiler! I saw a spoiler in shorts. I saw a scene that I wasn't. I also see. Ooh no! I got some spoilers. Holy! Oh my gosh! Okay, I will be definitely playing this game after we finish it on stream. I will be definitely playing it off stream. Oh, also my stream is showing up when you Google when you search on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. That is literally me. Oh no, I got spoilers and I continue scrolling. Okay, I closed it. I saw my stream and I was like, oh wait. I should probably stop. I saw 3 or 4 pictures that I didn't see before, and I kind of can tell what is happening from just looking at them. Stop looking. Okay, I stopped. Going insane! I'm going on the boards of my enclosure. I'm going. Let me in. Oh my gosh. Let me out more like let me out of this phantom. What did I get myself into? So I was telling, never showing you anything. Damn. It's not my fault that the links from you guys are not working. I just disabled them because there were some bots spamming them sometimes. Some stray bots come into my stream and like selling like posting links. That is not safe. So I disabled them. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I was crazy once. And I continue being crazy. Oh, the adrenaline rush, though. The adrenaline rush that I just had from looking at those monsters. I gotta work while my stress levels are still high. So I will probably go record something after the stream. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking scary. I forgot what I wanted. I remembered. Never mind. That happens to me all the time, as you can see. Wow. I was about to say, I was really, really discussing it with one of the chatters last stream after we finished the previous chapter, but I have a huge issue with developers, creators of the game, making these uncomfortable flirty scenes that are not appropriate for the age of those kids, which I suppose exists. Those scenes exist to make us uncomfortable and be like, what the hell is freaking happening? But at the same time, there are more ways to make your viewer, your player, uncomfortable without freaking sexualizing children. Can we like not do that, please? That is what really bugs me. And also, I was saying how it is also from the same issue. It is also from the same field of uncomfortableness that I see from these. The way Anton speaks about Polina reeks of an older man, an older, I don't know, I cannot say how many women they have on their development team and how many men they have, but that romantic line between Anton and Polina feels very, it's like an adult is talking about a child. That is a very how do I explain this? A very mature way of talking about your love interest. That is not something like you saw his phrases, like I don't know what it was like. She was like a gulp of fresh water in the summer day, and that phrase is mostly okay, but that is no way a 13-year-old boy is thinking and talking about his love interest. Like, this phrase in particular, it is somewhat okay, but, like, I can't remember other ones. There were a plenty of them that made me really uncomfortable. You saw this with me, so you can probably see what I'm talking about. He's speaking too maturely, and it's not only about the, like, he's in general speaking very maturely. That is I feel like they could not get into a mindset of a child. There are writing him as if he is 17, at least. And I get that, like, you can be mature as a child in the sense that you understand that the world around you is freaking bad. It's screwed up, and your parents are divorcing, and you understand that, and you are too mature for your age. But still, can we freaking not sexualize children? Because that scene, the disgust I just felt. Can we freaking not do that? And like, the scent, also amount of times he's describing her scent. It is probably also hinted for us at like him becoming a monster, like animal, you know, but still, I'm very concerned. I'm very, very concerned. I do not like when an adult is writing child romance and it shows. It's like almost feels like one of the developers is a mature man who's having a crush on Polina, who is written to be a girl, like a young girl. is so uncomfortable. That is so freaking uncomfortable, and that scene was so unnecessary. Oh, God help me. Yeah, let's stop. I agree. That reminds me, I heard there is a game, also an anime. I don't remember the name. 2B. There is a character, a girl with white hair. 2B, I think her name is. So what I heard about the creator of that character is that he kind of had a crush on his own character, and he was like, yes, please draw all the NSFW art you can possibly draw with her. That gives me the same level of uncomfortableness. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm incorrect, but that is what I heard. Maybe it was someone's speculation that, like, there is a lot of 18 plus arts existing with that character. So maybe someone was just like speculating that, but that's what I heard. So that is very uncomfortable. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But I mean, at least she's an adult. To be, I mean, I think she is an adult. Though, as far as I remember, she's some kind of a robot or whatever. Not to kink shame, but as long as she's an adult, I guess. I don't know. Let me go back to your comments. Came back and got greeted with that shit. Yeah. Imagine me when I had to freaking read what they just said in another language. I just, you heard me. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't replicate the tones. Anyways, like add an inescapable add something. Yeah. He's not even a teenager. Yeah. I mean, 13, I guess it's coming of an age. It's like early teenage years, depending on like your body constitution, on like your genes. You can start puberty right from there, and like, but still. I'm sorry, I'm becoming an angry mosquito because I'm so freaking uncomfortable. What? Do you know Vietnamese person who had a baby? Oh, I think I just saw on my feed. Do you know Stephanie Sue? She has a Rotten Mango channel. She also has like a channel for talking about some media shows. So she has a channel, Rotten Mango, but she usually does some criminal reviews of like missing things or everything. Yeah, I saw her review. I didn't watch it yet because I'm so scared of what I'm going to see there, but I do love to watch her stuff. Yeah, I will probably watch it, yeah. But that is so scary. Anyways, let me continue reading your comments. I will go back a little bit. I'm sorry. I simultaneously answer at like your newer ones and also going through the older ones, because while I was ranting, you guys were agreeing with me or like disagreeing. I don't know yet. So let me see. I'm pretty sure we all agree that it was freaking unnecessary. Anyways, I think bro just likes Shakespeare. You see, he's a Russian kid. He's not even yet to be that age and in that class where they read Shakespeare. So it's like either he's freaking very smart and he read it on his own, or we have some issues. Anyways, it's like the monologue. Oh wait, where am I reading? Okay, it's like the guy who made the monologue had a crush and made the kid say what he feels. Yes, it's like we are not reading through the perspective of a child, which we supposedly do. It's like we are in POV. Anton says, I close my eyes, I freaking went to school. Oh my gosh. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm sorry. Triple I love you guys. I love you guys, and I love that you agree with me. Why are people like this? I don't know. Because there are a bunch of freaking weirdos out there. Sparsko Boy 9. What was the name of that Shadow Weaver guy in Date Everything? Oh, I was so disappointed in him. If you remember why. That is entirely other reason for disappointment. I just wanted him to continue being a beast made of shadows, but he turned out to be a teenager. Just an emo boy. Which is sad. Jail. Wait, even admitted publicly. Yeah, as you see, it was many years ago. Maybe, as I say, maybe I was incorrect, and maybe it was someone speculating this info. But if it's true, I mean, I can understand the feeling of like loving your characters and wanting a partner for your characters, but usually what do you do? And I'm telling you, as a person with a lot of original characters and a bunch of lores that we wrote with my friends, what we did, I had one character and she did another, and we like made them a pair. And it's like, it's funny to like draw some slightly erotical art of your own characters without like freaking showing it everywhere and going like, oh yeah, freaking draw NSFW materials with my characters. No, don't touch my child. I produced him, and if I want him to be in a pair with someone, it would be a character of my friends, and it will be behind the closed doors. Like freaking, ooh, that is so screwed up. Anyways, Shadow Lord, yeah, Shadow Lords, 420, yes. Like, I can understand the appeal. I write my characters to be sexy. Some of them are like monks in terms of, you know, playful life or whatever. But some of them are fruity. Some of them are pretty, and they deserve good relationships. What a lovely weirdo he was. Yeah. Damn, I'm so sad that he's just an emo teenager. Give me my beast back. Oh. Anyways, I got some peculiar commissions, but I don't draw that stuff. I mean, I don't know how to put it. I feel like for me, I wouldn't be comfortable with my character being drawn in like all the poses and like, you know what I'm talking about? Because it's like my child. I'm a mother, and I want them to have a partner like a mother would want her like son to be in a good relationship. I feel like almost like not 100% that dynamic, but similar to that. Not like a, what is the name of that profession when you, I think when we were playing Wolf Among Us, there was a guy who like held a nightclub, and he was like receiving revenue from the girls for them, you know, doing the jobs, you know, that profession. That is not, for me at least, that is not the dynamic I have with my original characters. So for me, it is a little bit strange when you're like, okay, draw my character in all the poses. It's like other people touch your child with their dirty hands. Oh, I don't know. That is so strange. But other than that, I don't think there is like a shame in drawing something like this. In general, at least you got the anatomy knowledge to do this, so at least you learn something. And I do think that artists who draw that kind of stuff, they also get paid well, because yeah, you gotta pay a lot for a person to draw something like this, and that is perfectly fine. I think there's no shame in drawing something like this, especially for like commissions. But that is, I just don't understand sexualizing your character like that. I don't know. Especially when it's a child. Okay, I gotta stop talking about this. I gotta stop thinking about this. Ooh, I need to get those images out of my head because it was so awful. Damn. But anyways, I had some theories. I wonder if those animals' children were once normal children like Anton, and they like also got led into a cult like this. I don't know. I wonder also what happened to his sister. I wonder if his family is still alive at this point. But I'm pretty sure that in the 5th episode, since we can see there's a lot of missing people posters, I'm thinking that the only alive people left is his family, so he kind of will have to sacrifice them too. I wonder if that is what will happen. Oh, Karika! Hello! Hello! How are you doing? Guys! This is my friend. Who also, as you guys seen on my channel, I posted that Riku recently uploaded a song where we both were, and also Denny's Pancakes was with us. We were singing together for PTFM Winter Festival. So that song is finally out. Check it out, please. Riku worked very, very hard on it. Doing pretty good. Yippee! I'm glad to hear that. I'm befuddled. I'm puzzled and very confused by what I just saw in the game that we were playing. Tiny Bunny. Oh, we had a discussion for like 20 minutes right now. About how do you write your characters and what are you allowed or not allowed to do with them in order to be perceived as a normal person, I guess. So I'm bewildered. I'm amazed. What else can I say? Yeah, that is the mood. Yeah, it was really good. Yes, I agree. I freaking love the instrumental. I still like listen to it every day. 20 minutes of podcast. Yeah. You see, here I can yap for 3 hours straight at this point. I gathered the skill. Day 20 for asking for a mirror Spotify playlist. I'm sorry. I do not know how to make a Spotify account. One of my friends that I will be collabing with very soon. In February, you will see our collab cover. She suggested that she would help me get to know how to work with Spotify. So I will look into that. But so far I unfortunately do not know how to work with Spotify. I know that you need some kind of person or a label to present you on Spotify. But yeah, I'm not very knowledgeable in this field. How do you listen to songs if you don't use Spotify? On YouTube. I have playlists on YouTube and also on my other socials. I have a huge playlist on one of my socials, but unfortunately I do not know how to automatically move a playlist from there to anywhere else. So I will have to do this manually, and I don't want to, so I still go back to that social, even though I don't use it anymore because it became garbage. But yeah. YT Music, yeah. I also have YT Music on my phone, but I don't usually use it. I usually go to, like, usually YouTube. Yep. We have a couple music apps over here too. It's like very, very local. I use one of them, but that one doesn't have all the tracks that I want to listen, so I go there first. Usually I go either on that social that is like garbage one, the old social, we will call it that. I usually go there because all of the songs that I ever liked are there, and they're all in different playlists. I have like a villain playlist that is full of badass songs, you know, a lot of K-pop there, a lot of like rock songs, then like a gym type songs, you know, when you want to work out and feel badass. That is the type of playlist. I also have a summer playlist. There are some songs that make me feel like it's spring or summer and everything is in full glow, and I'm also in full glow and everything is green and beautiful. That is the type of playlist. What else? Yeah, there are main two playlists that I usually listen to. Oh, there's also a New Year's playlist. That is a playlist that I only listen once a year before New Year's Eve and like Christmas time. And there is also a playlist called Calming. That is a playlist that I played to you guys when I was drawing. I had like a couple drawing streams back then, like half a year ago, I think. But some of them were copyrighted, so we stopped using that one. So yeah, recommend as a song, Winter Wonderland by Kyuriko. In all seriousness, I love that one. But if you want me to go to my playlists and recommend me from there, let me see. Let me see. Don't like listen to it, guys. Like I'm so proud of that one. But yeah, let me open my playlist. Ooh, I recently remembered. Ooh, I just had a flashback. I really love a singer, Alec Benjamin. I don't know how big he is in terms of whole music industry, but I really love him. A couple of his songs went viral on TikTok, I believe, and many people were drawing something to them, like animation memes or something. So I will recommend you Let Me Down Slowly by Alec Benjamin featuring Alessia Cara. Alessia Cara is also such a cool singer. I have a couple of songs from her. So yeah, I freaking love this man and his music. One day I want to collab with him on an original song. Guys, that is my new goal. That is not new. That is new for you guys. I believe I didn't tell you about Alec any time before. Let me. Underrated. You think it's overrated? Alec is not freaking overrated. Let me type it in the chat. Underrated song, I told you. Winter Wonderland by Kyuriko. No, like I do not joke. Okay, let me go with this one. Underrated. Ooh. That is hard. I feel like I listen to popular stuff these days. Oh, I really love Girls' Capitalism. It's also by Triple S, by one of their subunits, by Lovolution. Let me also put this one here. Like this. I also really, really love that one. I really want to cover it in English, but that song is really hard to translate. There's like the lyrics flow, especially because I do not know Korean. I do not know Japanese. I do not know any language from which ones I'm translating. If you guys didn't know. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it everywhere like, sorry, I don't know the language actually. I just did the stuff in hopes that it sounds coherent. What else? Let me see. I really love Aurora also. What else? Kiss of Life. Oh yeah, that song is cool. Though the lyrics. There is a song, Igloo by Kiss of Life. I really like it. In terms of like vibe and everything. But the lyrics, they're so silly if you listen to them. Like one of the lines says, every summer I come out, make them disappear like clouds. And then there's something like, oh, I'm getting that D, I'm good, I'm healthy. That is literally the lyrics in that song. But that sounds so badass. Let me also put it. You guys should listen to it. The song itself, and especially the choreography, I love it. But that one bridge, I'm good, I'm healthy. Oh my gosh! Oh, that is so strange. Daniel Caesar is pretty good. Oh, let me see. Oh, I love Anya Nami also. Speaking of underrated, I think she had a song Brad. I'm pretty sure all of you heard it because it was so popular at one point and on TikTok and here on Shorts. It was like, wait, what was the lyrics? All I wanted was a piece of bread. You know? That one. I love her. She also has a bunch of real cool songs. She also used to write songs for Genshin characters. I believe she wrote a couple of songs for Scaramouche. I think she likes him and she wrote a couple of songs for him. Check out Who Knows by him. Wait, I'm pretty sure Who Knows? I think I heard that one. Wait. Florence and the Machine, I also love them. Yeah. Damn, I just saw a song on the playlist that I'm going also to cover with a collab partner. I will not be spoiling it to you guys in fullest, but it's from a musical that I also really like. Musical movie, to say the most. What else? I really like Sunmi, the Korean singer. She's also really, really amazing. I do feel like her concepts these days are misunderstood. But she... I think she had several songs in a row where she explored the idea of a misunderstood woman. So, for example, she had a song for a Black Widow, which was Heartburn. Then she had a song for a Catwoman. I believe it was Tail. So yeah, check her out. She's not necessarily underrated. I think she's pretty big in Korea and everything, but I just love her. Who else? Oh, I really love Chunmina. I'm so freaking proud of her. And I don't even have a reason to be because I'm pretty sure that she was already big in Japan. But I found her from a clip that from like an MV that she made around 3 years ago. And she recently did a song for Oshinoko opening. The idols, how do you translate this in English? Oshinoko. You know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure. the anime with Ai Hoshino, who freaking died in the first episode, but whatever. You know. Yeah, idol, the idol's child. I don't know how did they translate it in English. I just always call it Oshinoko and that's all. But yeah, she did. I think it was an opening. Yeah, an opening for Oshinoko season 3. Yes, yes, I'm talking about season 3. Yeah, yeah. So I really love her. I really love Chanmina. She's amazing. Who else? Celtic Women. I really love Celtic Women. I have no idea if they are popular, but I love this song. I really want to cover it also one day. Oshi means to support, to admire, but Koa means a girl. I mean, it was translated like a child of an idol to another language that I saw. So yeah, Oshi is like your idol is Oshi usually. Yeah. So it was like an yeah, it's like wait, what was the name of the anime? The superhero one. Boku no Hero. Boku no Hero. So from there I remember that like the no part is like ooh, I do not know the correct words in English to describe this, but it's like mine, whatever. So it's like the what is how do you name a group of words like mine, yours, theirs, that type? So yeah, it's Idol's actually my girl. I know, like I don't know. As I said, it was translated like an idol's child in another language. So I don't know. I always assumed that Ko is like a child, then and Oshi is idol. So then it's like Oshi's child. Yeah. S. Who else? Oh, I also really like Black Swan. I don't know where they are right now, but this song is good. Yeah, Possession. Thank you so much. Yes, it is called Possession Words. This one I also really like. What else? Oh, this one is good. Guys, you made a mistake with asking me what songs I like. You asked me for one recommendation, I give you 20. That is what happens. That is your homework now. You have to listen to all of my suggestions and report back if you like them or not. There is no punishment for not liking them, by the way. It's okay. Oh, I also like this one. It is all from my villain playlist, by the way, so far. Ooh, I love this one. This one, I really want to animate my characters on this one. But I lack the skills for now. I lack the skills. Oh, let me also find you a song that I had canoned a voice of the singer for one of my characters. Yeah, it's called Villain because it's mostly badass songs. It's making me feel like a villain, like a badass girl, you know. That is why. I really love feeling badass. If that is not telling. I don't know what that says about me. But that is something that happens. What else? You should listen to Lover. You should come over by Jeff Buckley. Jeff Buckley. Huh. I heard that name. Ooh, I also like unlike Judgment Free Place. I don't know how in general people are feeling about her music, but I really like Bella Poarch's songs. I know that she was frowned upon, like I guess almost every big woman TikToker who's like just mainly doing dances. She was frowned upon, but I think her songs are actually amazing. That style is like totally my vibe. So yeah, I really love her songs too. Let me give you my favorite one. This one is my favorite from her. "1994. Oh, no. We are heading into old times. Oh." Okay, we'll check it out, no worries. Okay, I also like Ashes by Jamie. I believe I said it for a talent show. Yeah, for a vocal show, but unfortunately I got out in the first round, so it was like my last one song. I believe I redirected you guys there to watch the full WOD. What else? Bill the Beep was the one I remember for her songs. Yeah, that was pretty popular one. Yeah, that is a good one. She has a really nice voice for doing harmonies, if that makes sense. You know, when her voice is layered in different harmonies, it sounds very clear. You know, she has this like crystal type voice that I really envy. So yeah. Do you know Miniskirt by AOA? Yes, I do. In fact, when I shortly, briefly had a dance team, joined the dance team, we were discussing whether we should, as a joke, cover that one or not. Like, have a dance cover. But we didn't. So, yeah. But I like that one. Yeah. Okay, what else? Lovely. No, that is mainstream. What can I... Oh, I just realized that I listen to a lot of mainstream considered creators. So I can't like even shout out smaller artists because I listen to big ones. Okay, I love this one. Chat is stuck. Oh yeah, it is. That happens. I just had to reattach my subscriptions bar for it to be even visible. I don't know what is happening with Streamlabs at this point. I have no idea. But yeah. Oh, what is this song? Oh, I think it was Fight. Okay, guys, just I give you one more song. And we start the stream because I can ramble about music for very long. I think we should have a separate talking stream just for discussing music and everything. So yeah. I like this one. Sam Smith! Yes! I love her. I freaking love her. She had an album where she used Navi language, and Navi are my favorite fictional people, my favorite fictional tribe, because I love Avatar. It's like, it's my favorite movie. I'm rewatching it right now with my friends, but because my internet was bad these days, we can't freaking finish it. We have like half an hour left, but we still didn't finish it. So yeah. I'm sorry, I got too excited for a second. I really love Avatar. It's like my favorite universe. I really love the dedication that is made into making this movie. I really love it. I really love their culture. I really love how well they portrayed the tribal life without like making them seem like they are uncultured, you know? How do I even explain this? It's like they showed the cultural heritage the correct way. That is like very appealing, you know? Because I think these days there are a lot of undiscovered like tribes, undiscovered cultures that we even don't know about. And I feel like Avatar is a really good example of that. That you can unknowingly or like even ignorantly ruin someone's culture which had like centuries of forming and everything. So yeah, I love Avatar. That's like my favorite universe, most favorite in the world. In my friend group, we shared Spotify Wrapped, and all of one guy's top artists were in controversies and stuff. Okay, can I say this real quick? I keep my channel like off drama. I try at least, which I suppose is not always happening, but I try. I love gossiping, and unfortunately, I don't have a big enough friend group to gossip about all of my interests there. So you guys are victims to the info that I find online, and I have no one to discuss it with. So no, I feel like no, I don't want to talk about that one. That also involves children, so I guess no. You might have heard about that. It is Arcane related. It is about one of the musicians that works on Arcane. That is all I can say. I don't want to stir the drama too much. How do you act when your favorite artists get in a controversy? Depending which controversy. If they are caught like, well, messing with children, for example, I forget about them. Even though their music could be really good, whatever they do could be really good, but it's not like even... I know that it can be seen as a show-off. Like, why would you, like, suddenly turn away from a person that you really, really liked their content? But it's like, for me, there are certain moral things that you can do that if I, like, encounter a person who I really liked that they did that, it, like, automatically shuts down all the affection that I had for them, you know? That is why, like, I got really good at cutting off relationships of any kind if a person who I, like, was friends with or, like, something else, if they did something that didn't, like, align with my moral standards. It was never, like, something really bad to the point that I just mentioned, like, not to that point, but there are just some things that I can see if that person does that, that person probably doesn't have the same views on the world that I have, and that kind of shuts down the affection for me. I don't know how to explain it better. So yeah, I feel like if I saw someone doing like really horrible stuff, the stuff that you cannot interpret the other way. For example, there are a lot of controversies when one artist just doesn't like the other and they are just bad-mouthing each other, like, oh, that one actually did this, they like cheated or whatever, and oh no, that artist actually, like, I don't know, throws the poop out of the window, which, like, these accusations can even not be true, but in more serious cases, you just gotta look out. If like, there are things that cannot be proven, but if you think that there is even a tiniest possibility that that person could done that horrible thing, for me, it's like a good enough reason to stop enjoying the content. Which is why I'm really sad about a lot of media that I really like. I used to like Stephen King's books, but then there was a controversy with him, and I was like, I didn't even yet check all of his books. Like, why? Why? So yeah, I was a little bit sad. So yeah, there are things for me that cannot be forgiven. Yeah. For example, a person who just likes lying about others or like bad mouthing others, that person can change. That person can change. But if a person is attracted to children, I don't know. That is probably not something that I can accept. That is not something that can be changed. So, if a person is a cheater, that is probably none of my business. Honestly, if someone just cheated on someone, on their partner, and they're like a great director, I don't know, a great singer, that is none of my business, actually. As long as it was all like between adults, I guess. J.K. Rowling too. Unfortunately, I do not know about Rowling's situation enough to be on any side, but I heard that the cancel culture was kind of got to a point where she was not even like invited on some like I feel like there is a new series coming out from Harry Potter, right? I feel like the writers of those series didn't even call her, like consult her on how do they want to make those series. I may be incorrect because I'm not following this like whole situationship in between her and like other creators. But I do feel like there is a certain point where cancel culture is going too far, unfortunately. I feel like if you are trying to make a product based on existing product by an author who you disagree with and you like hate them, I guess, I feel like you better do not do that product. I do not feel like rewriting someone else's content is a good way to punish them for views that you disagree with. If I worded that correctly. I tried to word it as well as I could. I do feel like erasing someone else's work as a form of punishment is not a good way. There are other ways that you can punish that person if that person did something really, really wrong that cannot be forgiven by most of the people on the globe. I don't know. So yeah, I do feel like it has gone too far. But I, unfortunately, as I said, I try to stay away from the drama, and I do not know all the details, and maybe I am incorrect. So that is not my way to speak, not my point to speak. My place, sorry. I cannot find the right words. Like Cinderella's movie. Oh, what happens with it? I think I didn't hear that one. Okay, guys, 10 minutes more of yapping, okay? Now we got some tea. That is unfortunately not an Arizona one. My cat is making biscuits on me. I can't see anything. Oh, damn. I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to fur, I think. I unfortunately cannot pet animals for too long before I start sneezing and my eyes pop out in tears. Yeah. My friend has a cat, and I very rarely touch animals because I have allergies and I don't have animals at home, obviously. So when I was at my friend's house, he has a cat, and I was amazed by how small their skull feels under all that fur. It's like, it's so small. They have small heads. They look big, but they are small, actually. I know Yellowcree. I love Yellowcree. Wow! Can't believe I forgot about them when we were talking about underrated music. I love them. Yes. I freaking also... Are they? I do not know the pronounce of like most people. I do believe they're they, right? So there are a very good example for me as of how do you care about your own characters. I freaking love what they do with their characters. They like voice all of them differently. Oh, I love that. I also really want to cover one of their songs, like the I think that was the very first one, Happy Hair. Yeah, I really want to cover it, but there's always something more hype coming up. So then I'm like, and also I really want to make my own like animated thing that they have originally in NV, where like characters are dancing in like. Sorry. Sorry. That was. I got too excited and needed to sneeze. So they have their own these with animations and like hands clapping. Ugh, I love that. I really want to do that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, let me see. She just changed a lot of things in the live action and it was annoying. I see. I feel like I'm about to. I don't know if I want to say some real controversial stuff because if one day it's getting clipped out of the context, people would be like, "Oh, she's actually bad." But I just love saying things. I just love talking. Free speech. Yeah. Okay. It's not like very controversial. It depends on, again, on context. When you mentioned Cinderella, I remembered other live action, which I myself, just to clarify, didn't watch yet. I don't know if it's on its own, if it's good or bad. It is a live action of Little Mermaid. My controversial take is... Oh no, do I want to say this? I feel like it might be a mistake. Okay, I will say this. You cannot erase already existing piece of culture in favor of other people's culture, if you get what I mean. Because I remember when the live action news were coming out, the main actress, I believe she was a woman of color, right? She is. I'm pretty sure she's alive and well, right? So there was a lot of controversy about this. People were like, why? The original mermaid has white skin, red hair, blue eyes. And my own take is that, yeah, we already have an existing piece of media that if you want to make a live action, you normally should follow what was shown, right? And I get that maybe they were like, well, red hair is like a natural and everything. So are mermaids looking like perfectly shaped women with just a tail. You know that for realism, they would be having fish skin all over and everything, like evolutionary speaking, just right. But it's not about realistic or non-realistic. We like those Disney movies, Disney tales, they're all unrealistic. They're all about magic, about like true love. And that is not to say that true love doesn't exist in real world. It obviously does. But like it has some sort of fairy tale-ness to it, right? So it's not like even that a woman of color couldn't be a mermaid. Of course she could. I do believe that in the original Little Mermaids, I feel like in one of movies, I believe that there was more than one because she was also having a daughter. far as I remember. I believe we had different colors, different colored skin mermaids. It's like, it's just we have a main character. If you, like, how do I say this? It's like a cosplay. If you dress up as, for example, Bumblebee and say you're a Little Mermaid, no one is gonna see a Little Mermaid when they just see you on the street. It's like about following the original media. So yeah, I do believe that it wasn't necessary, but I do believe that, for example, that actress, I'm pretty sure she's amazing. I'm pretty sure she is a great singer, and that is why she was chosen for the role, because singing matters the most in musicals and everything. But I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of fairy tales from people of color culture, you know? There's a lot of different countries, and all of them have their own tales, their own like myths and everything. And why don't we focus instead on bringing them to a screen instead of changing something that was already created and is already loved by a lot of people? We can instead focus on popularizing different cultures and letting people around the world see that, well, actually, that country that I never heard about, for example, has an amazing tale about like sacrificing, and it also has some amazing beasts and fairies and everything. Why don't we instead bring that to a screen? I'm pretty sure that like there's no bad culture. Everything is really beautiful across the world. So yeah, that is my controversial take. I see the race swapping as a marketing employee. Yeah, they do that for rage baiting. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that they do that just to get people to talk about it. But I am not a believer of, what do you call it, like black marketing, like negative marketing. There is a saying like that negative marketing is also marketing. But yeah, it is. But how many actually happy viewers will you have when you market your product like this? I'm not sure that will be much. And also, speaking of like changing the source material, I believe that also happened to the most recent adaptation of, what was her name? Snow White. Which I believe also had a lot of controversy and noise in the media. I feel like changing source material to appeal to recent, like to modern times, it can only be taken to some extent. For example, I really love Merlin series, right? But it's not 100% historically accurate. Their costumes are not 100% historically accurate, but they are glamorized to look good, to be memorable, right? That is something that you can look over because it just looks good. It in general looks aligns with times. You don't need to be like a historian to understand their outfits, right? They just look good, they look logical, they are very memorable. But swapping the whole idea, I also didn't watch New Snow White, so I'm like just yapping in the air over here, but I watched some reviews. So that was enough for me. And as far as I understood, they tried to make a trope of a like how do I call this? They tried to make a single powerful woman out of Snow White, and I also didn't watch the original Snow White, or at least I didn't watch it full because I don't remember much about it. But as far as I could see from the reviews, original Snow White was a very romantic, very soft, and like girl who was not opposed to love, versus, as far as I understood, the actress who is playing Snow White these days. Yeah, girl boss. Yeah, exactly. She was like laughing at that, and she was like, huh, no way, it's like not very modern. Are we thinking that women who are soft and feminine and are looking for love just automatically stopped existing in 21st century, or what is that? Like, I get it, you personally, as a person, as in like an actress, maybe like that trope more. And so do directors and screenwriters, I suppose, judging from the product that we got in the end. But if you want that kind of a story, you can have another story. You can, for example, have Mulan, even though Mulan has a really good movie adaptation so far. I know it. Yeah. So, like, just take another story. If you don't like this one, why are you bothering into reshaping it? If you don't respect the original creator, if you don't respect the original work, and I can say the same about Rowling, as I said before, I do not think that canceling their work and disrespecting their work is a right punishment if you disagree with them. Like, that applies to any creator, not necessarily to only these two situations. So yeah, and where did I start? How did we come to this? So yeah, I'm sorry that all of a sudden turned into a really serious discussion. But yeah, I just wanted to say this. Let me go back to chat. Little Mermaid is a Danish tale. Yeah. Let me see. As a colored person, I agree. If they cared about representation, they could have made the princess and the frog with plenty of colored cast. Yes, absolutely. As I said, you cannot swap a culture that is already existing with another culture and not expect people who loved that previous culture to not be mad. You cannot interswap cultures without anyone noticing and without anyone be like, huh? What? Can we freaking not do that? Like, yeah. You're welcome. I just love yapping. If I get cancelled, you know why. She yaps too much. Rest in peace. Okay, sorry for joining late. What's wrong with Kane and Roland? I believe Kane had some controversy with him dating someone younger. I don't remember that much. I just briefly saw it and I was like, well, and I scrolled past. So yeah. Snow White. Oh, you also meant Snow White, yeah. They also have inner conflicts with Gal Gadot. Like, you mean actresses in between themselves? I don't know much about that. But also, I really enjoyed the one review that I watched. One of them was from a man whose profession is analyzing the body language. I don't remember, unfortunately, his name, but I'm pretty sure that if you at some point were interested in this whole controversy, I'm pretty sure that you saw his videos on YouTube. I really love that man. After this scene, that one, I watched like a bunch of his videos, and I think he's really hilarious and he's really good at his job. Yeah, as far as I can tell. So, what he said about Snow White is they also kind of have an inner conflict with their own faces, with their own muscles, in a sense that the emotions that they should be portraying, or they are like trying to portray, they use the wrong muscles to do it, so it all just looks out of place and hilarious. And I agree with that, because like the couple clips that he showed, yeah, I can see that. That is so strange. It's like, it looks like actors don't want to be there, and it is so sad because there are so many movies that might never be brought to life just because the team who works on it, who wants to work on it, they don't have enough monetization from like the industry. And I believe that there are lots of pieces of media that we probably will never see just because of money, just because they don't have money to bring it to life, and it all like costs a lot. Versus when you see this, when people don't really like their job, and all those money, and it is very expensive. Unfortunately, movie industry is very expensive, and I'm telling you from the experience because I like work in movies. Not currently, but I like my profession is related. So that is so sad. Imagine what I could do with all that money. You know. So yeah, let me see. There were all the ironic memes like polar bears played by grizzly bears. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you all seen the penguin thing? Ow! The where he like went uphill and people for some reason found it very uplifting and like, how do you say this? I forgot the words. I'm sorry. Inspiring was the word that I was looking for. Yeah, but it's depressing because he's gonna die there. Yeah! I was like, I saw like a million TikToks being like, be that penguin. And I was like, What are we implying over here? You want me to be depressed? You want me to, like, close off to society? What is the implication over here? That you are inspired by someone leaving their community to die? That is concerning. So yeah, I was like, that is a very, that is a meme that belongs to COVID times. At least you could frame it there to be a meme of like social distancing. Be that penguin because you don't want to freaking make everyone ill. But in these days? What are we implying? Like, I didn't get it. I mean, some of the people were like, oh, he's going there to feel like a bird that can fly. It will be like his last flight. Are we missing the point that it's a last flight? It's a last whatever? Last whatever? Huh? So, I didn't really understand that. I'm sorry. That is not inspiring for me. If anything, that is really sad. I know that cats also, when they are about to die, they leave the family or like their community of other cats. Which is... Isn't it sad? That they want to die alone? So yeah, I didn't understand it. Yeah, something's wrong with that penguin. Yeah. Why are we finding inspiring trying not to bother others with our problems that can lead to us leaving the world? Why are we romanticizing that? That should be very sad. We should talk about each other's problems. I feel like that is what communities are for. That is what people are for. Yeah. Damn, this stream turned into a commentary on like the world state. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I do feel like people need to talk to each other more. People need to understand each other more. We need to unite and share something good with each other instead of being lone penguins. Yeah. We started from Five Song. We started even before than that. We started from the game, from the some strange messages. So yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Especially men talk about their feelings, please. Yeah. I do feel like, I'm leaning into commentary again. But okay, one last thing. I feel like this toxic masculinity is what I believe people are calling that. I believe that it is only toxic because men don't allow themselves to be vulnerable with each other. For some reason, I think there is a culture of men being to each other like, yo, bro, that is not manly to cry, that is not manly to vent about your problems. No, it is humane. It doesn't necessarily need to be for men and for women. It's just a human trait. We all need to vent sometimes to find a solution or like to voice our frustrations. And then once that negative energy is out and we, for example, have like hear some words of encouragement, of like empathy, that negative energy is replaced by positive one and we have strength to continue dealing with our lives. So I feel like what makes the masculinity toxic is these like build up of unprocessed feelings. So yeah, the reason why I broke up with my ex because he refuses to talk about his feelings like at all. Yeah, that unfortunately happens, and that unfortunately leads to some bad things. Yep. I was also a person who's not very open to talk about feelings. I only can talk about feelings like I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. I got a thought and I tried to follow it, but then I was like, I forgot where I started. So yeah, I used to be a very closed off person, but nowadays I just come to stream and I like, yep. And even before that, I am very lucky to have people in my life who like taught me to voice what is bothering me instead of just like being sad and angry and quiet. So I'm grateful to those people. I do know that some of them watch my streams. I hope that they hear those words. So yeah, voicing your feelings, voicing your thoughts is very important to your mental health. Provided to you by your mental health professional. Totally not. I'm not a psychologist in any way. I really want to cry at time, but I can't. A common thing with men is when they try to open the feelings, nobody gives it. Yeah, that should be changed. That should be changed. I believe like if everyone just starts to open their ears some more to other people's words, those other people will have a chance to talk more. And it will be all happy. Day in hell. Yeah. You just have to open up to the right person. Yeah, but it is also like, how do you know that that's the right person? You never know. Unless you like 100% sure, but also there could be situations where you are wrong. Unfortunately, that is life. Thumbs up. So yeah. But when you open up to someone that cares for you, it becomes something good. Yes. And also, yeah, a therapist. Yeah, I agree. Guys, therapy is a good thing. I never was in it, but I heard a bird told me that it's good. So yeah, again, if you're feeling like your life is getting overwhelming, if your emotions get overwhelming to a point where it like harms you, you can consider therapy too. Yeah. Heidi, we are slowly approaching the end of the stream where we're yapping about life. In general, we were yapping about a lot of stuff, which can be summarized in a word, a life. So yeah, how are you? It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I'm here for 3 hours and 35 minutes, by the way. We were yapping for 35 minutes about all the media stuff, guys. A new record. You're never late. You're never late. You're just it's never too late. Thumbs up. I don't know what to tell you. I was trying to find a good metaphor which could be very hard to do, unfortunately. So yeah. I know what to say. You're not late. You're in the right place and the right time. Yeah. You know, there is like a situation that I think about a lot whenever I'm like thinking that I'm late to something or like I'm missing out on something. There's like a saying that you don't run after a bus that just like that is already on the road, because there's always another bus, and maybe that bus that you just missed is not coming somewhere that you need to. Maybe that bus broke halfway, and if you were in that bus you would be late for a very important meeting that you originally wanted to go to. So that is like a lesson in being patient, and I think seeing opportunities, even though you think that you missed your opportunity, if that is something that you really want, I think that there will always be a way for you to reach that. So yeah. Bye bye, Molka. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, that turns very philosophical. Okay. Let us probably end on this positive note of thinking about opportunities and seeing them everywhere. So yeah, there is always a next buzz, a next opportunity for you to grasp onto. Yeah, I will check out your guys' music recommendations. I hope that you also check mine. Maybe next stream we can yap about that. Again, I will check if repo works well these days. We will check it out with my friends. And hopefully on Sunday we will be having a repo collab before we will start the Walking Dead a week after. Okay? So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully the 5th chapter of Tiny Bunny is somewhat good. And yeah. See you. Oh, also, guys, stop. Don't leave. Tomorrow we have a cover premiere with Melodixa, and she also recently had a cover premiere on her own channel. But tomorrow we have a collab, one from Husband Hotel. So definitely check it out at 7 p.m. GMT. see you there, and also see you on Sunday, the February 1st. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a nice day, night, or like morning, and may the stars let us see each other again. Bye bye.